What's up, Rob?
Hello.
What's happening, party people?
How you doing?
Here's Mick's customary single post.
What's up, AZ Mick? Hang around for the 10 minutes. Say
Yeah.
hi to everyone.
Yeah.
LFG.
It's a problem, Spectrum. It's a problem. It means let's fucking go, man. That's what LFG
Hey,
means.
Spectrum. So I looked into the glasses your uncle makes. Those suckers are $700 glasses.
Woo! I need some.
There's a place here in Sherman Oaks that sells them.
What's up, Harry?
I'd rather buy $700 record than $700 glasses.
JBI record label. Let's go. We're gonna need a heavier investment than $2, man. But thank you. We'll come to you for the to be the money guy.
So Angelo Kelly posted a picture that he met up with Billy Cottam.
I know, that's cool.
Hey, how'd that go? He looked thrilled to be in your presence, Angelo.
Yeah. That was really cool. It does say that. Okay, well, there you go. Don't you know what that means? Can you say that? What does that? How do you even say that, Rob?
Couture adds $500 to the price.
Yes. Mom, I'm not your mom, bud. Did you have a good week?
I mean, tiring. I had to work and everything, and just every day. I asked my boss if I could just teach online next term, so I have 2 classes online, so I don't have to go anywhere. But I think Jim and I are planning to drive up towards Sacramento and visit all the record stores he wants to go visit. So I'll see if that make a good video documenting visiting like 20-something record stores. Geminis. But tomorrow, Sunday's the Orange
astrological thing there, man.
Yeah. Sunday's the Orange County Record Show, and then next Sunday's the Pasadena Flea Market. And I think Patrick, the vinyl archivist, is tentatively wants to come down to LA and do some record hunting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I'm trying to keep my money, some money, start saving some money up for the.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow I will send you an email.
What about how I owe you money?
Yeah. How there's like 15 records here for you.
$1 a piece, right?
No. There's some that are VCLT, but there's some high heavy hitter batteries.
Is there? Dang it.
Yeah. There's Lee Morgan at the Lighthouse.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay. That's true. I really want that. That'll be cool. Harry, what's wrong with Harry? He's got the COVIDs?
Oh, yeah, Harry. This is like his 3rd time, I think. You got to stop playing, Harry. You got to stop playing with the Cialis band. They're no good. They're no good boys.
I don't think he's trolling, Angelo. I think he was really listening to your records all day long.
Who?
Angelo. See?
He bought listen, Angelo. He bought a box set. That's an investment. You got to listen to it.
Felipe got it. I don't know where Felipe is. He's running late, I guess. He got it.
Felipe's take is it was really good, but not hugely better than the 33, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did say it was definitely better, though. I mean,
yeah, but not like the Love Supreme.
No. He did no. He did say that. No. I don't think that's accurate. I think he said it was just as good as the Love Supreme. So
it's Steve Casey. It really depending on where you get it from, it really shouldn't be more than an $80 record, but people are jacking up the price if they're charging over $100.
Yeah, online especially. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I think this will come out at some point, probably as a classic series, maybe the twofer. I know they did the big box, but that's not going to last forever.
Well, one of the record stores I go to does have the box, but they have it priced at $500.
We're talking about you, Angelo. Come on, man.
They
wanted $500 for the box.
They have it at 500.
I almost bought that when it came out, but I just started collecting, and I was like, I don't even know who Lee Morgan is. Like, why am I buying a record box?
Well, I did know what Lee Morgan was, and Target had it as part of the buy 2 get 1 free, and I was trying to find 2 other people to go in on it.
Oh yeah, you tried to get me to do that, I think. Why did we not do that? Dang it!
It's all Monday morning quarterbacking, man.
Yeah, we should have done that. That was a mistake. I mean, it's good, right? Like what I heard about, and I haven't heard it. You've obviously heard it since you have the 2 LP. It was
Here's
like like him heading somewhere, like Coltrane was or something. Is that accurate?
well, no. Here's my recommendation. Yes, and I would love to have that box. But it's really the live stuff from the last album. If you can get that last album, that thing is his best album. The self-titled double Lee Morgan.
What is that? The one where he's like sitting
He's
there,
sitting there with the big glasses.
Yeah, okay. That'll definitely be re-released at some point.
Well, that should be a Tone Poet, and you know what? Hey,
was
Joe,
it a Music Matters though?
I don't think so.
Well, if it wasn't, it probably will be a Tone Poet.
No, because I found the copy I got is mint.
I mean, it's on Blue Note, right?
Huh?
It's a Blue Note, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I found a second copy that I sold at one of my auctions. That album is like a 60, it should be 60, 70, $80 album. Really, people are charging more, but it's outstanding, man. It one song on each side, basically. And he does Billy Harper's on it, and they do Capra Black.
Oh, cool.
It is an outstanding. It's his best album. That's my opinion.
I mean, it's funny. I got a bunch of Lee Morgan records, but I kind of got burnt out. Not on him, just I don't know what it was, man. Just like so much Lee Morgan shit came out, I just kind of stopped listening to him. But every time I get some new record he happens to be on, I'm like, wow, this guy's a badass.
I mean, I try and pick up everything I find with him on it that I do not have. So
I got a mole cut off my back today, and it hurts.
Oh gosh, please.
Yeah. I know everyone wanted to know that.
I have to go my yearly checkup to see someone. So
okay, look, I'm glad you got another Donald Byrd record finally. What was the first one that he kept asking everyone about for 6 months?
Can we throw a parade for Loki?
Every time Loki buys a record, yeah.
Well, hey, one thing I was going to mention to you and be a good idea for video is all the stuff you missed out on that you're pissed.
No, it's just pain, and it's all Mark Glassman's fault usually.
Well, okay, so I am trying to pick up one record that Mark Glassman showed. I will not mention it.
Is it the Mal Waldron Inja one, the 2 LP?
No, it's another one, dude.
It's that one, you're lying. I almost bought it, but somebody bought the cheapest copy already on the Discord. See, pro tip for people that aren't on the Discord: you should get on the Discord because there's a whole channel where people post like good deals they found on Discogs and eBay that they're not going to buy. So, Slow Drag, that's what it was. Bird and Flight or Slow Drag, which one's better, Rob?
Of who?
Donald Byrd. Did you not get the Slow Drag Tone Poet?
I'm not a big Donald Byrd guy. Not a big guy. I mean, I have his older stuff. When he gets all funky, not so much. I do like the Electric Bird, but he's not the main guy I'm going after. Yeah, that's fair. This is an important question. I don't know. Message me, Mark, not him. I want that record too. Which record? The Mal Waldron, the Inja that he just showed 2 days ago. That's the one I want. So listen. He's always mean to you, Mark. I love you. Done nothing for me. Well, he did send me some free records. That's true. Which I definitely appreciated. I don't know. Let me listen to it, Loki. I'm sure it's great. I just haven't listened to it. You need to get Ethiopian Nights, though, and the Electric Bird. If you're going to get some bird shit, get that 70s stuff. Well, I do have the Electric Bird, and that is good. But I don't like... Elliot, you need to come into 2024 and come join us on the Discord. It would be amazing if you did. Yeah, but then he'll start telling stories to people, and it's perfect. He can tell stories. He can have his own. You know what, Elliot? If you come to the Discord, I'll make your own channel where you can tell stories to everyone. How about that? Yeah, he did that for what's his face? Baggy, and Baggy just straight away. I know, it still hurts. We're talking about jazz. We're talking about Donald Byrd and stuff, Angelo. Come on. What would you like us to talk about, Spamgelo? Okay. That makes sense. Lee Morgan is heading in a similar direction as Freddie Hubbard, yeah. No. No, he would have been more avant-garde, I think. Well, Freddie Hubbard did a lot of that too. I mean, he did, but he went on to the CTI, and which is good stuff, but it's not. I think he would have. I think he would have. He would have been. I don't know if he would have been as commercial as Miles.
That's true, Roberto. John Irons is the king of that sub channel. Bird and flat is better than slow drag. There we go. Arm wrestling. What are we arm wrestling for? Oh, the record. I'm a little behind in the comments trying to get caught up. Sorry, guys.
What now? Where's the other people at? Is Mike getting his crow's feet done? And
I think so. Yeah, he's getting some Botox. I think Felipe's the one doing it.
What is Felipe doing?
He's the one giving him Mike Botox. I don't know where the fuck they're.
He's doing back alley cosmetic work.
Yeah, but me and you can talk for like 3 hours. You get the shit. It's fine.
I mean, at one. Do you want me to open a sealed record that I got, or do show records, or what do you want?
Yeah, do it. Let's open it. Break out George and let's open
it. So I got 2 new records. So I found this record. So let me.
Hang on, before we do that, somebody has a question.
There's Felipe. Hey, what's up, Princess Leia?
Hey. What's up, Jabba?
What is happening?
So this record right here, this Roy Hayes.
Yes.
A reissue. It's called Bad News Blues. These late 70s, early 80s. And these sound pretty damn good. But this is really the record Crackling.
Okay.
Stage.
Yes. like a port
right up and went off camera.
It's because you.
So I've been looking. So this is obviously a cheaper way to get this record. And then I went on Amazon and someone was selling this as used, but it's obviously sealed.
Yes.
So on here you have Roy Haynes, Booker Irvin, Rodney Matthews, and Larry Riley.
Love Rodney Matthews.
Yeah. And I think there you could get there's a gray market version that people sell of this. So I'm going to open this for everyone to see.
Let's see how warped it is.
Yes. It came from Oklahoma.
It escaped that horrible state. No offense if you're in Oklahoma.
All right, it's being opened.
Slice to the cover accidentally.
It just crashed the record.
Yeah. Oh, it's a green label. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
These are green labels. But I think this is 80. Let me see which one this is. 80. This is 1980 exactly. Okay. I don't have a lot of light in here, but let's see. It's
it's Loki's fault. It's flat.
Flat. And no, there's a little bit of paper, whatever you want to call it.
Paper burn or whatever, yeah.
But I will put this in a plastic, a new nice sleeve here. And I will clean and listen to it after the stream. Or after I leave this thing.
That's good.
So there's a record I sent away to England to get. I saw this guy he's a UK jazz kind of guy, and he did a video where he listed a bunch of good records. And I don't know how many people know about this record here. This so this was redone by Gearbox. So here's the hype sticker. Part of this British jazz explosion.
Yeah.
Cool.
It came out originally on Decca. It's Kenny Wheeler, a Canadian trumpet player. And I would call this, and it's Don Quixote, I would call this Kenny Wheeler's Sketches of Spain.
That makes sense.
Came out in I think he came out in 68, 69. This is very well done. So it's flip back cover.
Oh, cool.
Really nice. Not too thick. It's a nice recreation. It's 180 gram. Came in a polyline sleeve. Originally released on Fontana. I streamed it before I bought it. That's usually my approach. And let's see what else is in here. This came in the mail today. I bought it from Rare Waves.
Okay.
And they don't pack their records very well. It's in a lame thing, but thankfully there's no damage or nothing.
You should have bought it from Craig, man, at Analog October.
Yeah.
Sorry, Craig, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess here's some other ones they've done. Spacewalk. Do you know the?
You know what's funny? I looked at that record the other day randomly. That's weird.
Tubby Hayes.
We talked about the Tubby Hayes with them.
I've seen this in Amoeba. And then, do you know this one?
No.
So I'll listen to this and let people know how it sounds. But all the reviews online saying this is a really good reissue. So.
Do you know that record, Felipe?
Yeah, I heard like a long time ago. But I like Kenny Wheeler. I mean, every Kenny Wheeler record I have, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 ECM Kenny Wheeler records.
Hey, Delphina.
Yeah, that's New High, right? Which is like probably his.
Oh yeah, the ECM.
And there's also another one with the white cover called I think.
Yeah.
Danny Will. That one is killer. That record is really good.
So, who else ordered that? I ordered. Yeah, Rare Waves has good pricing and their shipping isn't crazy. From the UK to the US, I think they have a warehouse somewhere in the US. That's what I think.
That's possible.
Hey, Joe, could you look more unenthused to be on the screen with us?
Sorry, I'm just tired.
Did you get my package yet?
No.
You should get it soon.
Yeah, probably next week sometime. So
yeah.
Louis is a big fan of that New High record.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrific.
I have. Do you want me to show the other shit I have?
Hang on. So I was just thinking about Gearbox. We need to talk to those guys again, Felipe.
We just have to schedule. I think they're actually cooking. They're actually cooking their second release, which it's in initial embryonic stages. I think it's going to be really, really good, even better this time.
There's our clues on what it is.
It's British jazz.
Yeah, it's
a very important British jazz record, more contemporary, late 70s.
Yeah,
stellar lineup, and I think Craig, it's very close to getting tapes.
Nice. I hope Craig gets to get the tapes this time. I mean, that other one sounds amazing though, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, he did a great job, and I think he's working with Casper again and Gearbox. That should be.
I want to talk to Casper and Gearbox too about stuff they're putting out.
Yeah.
Because they, it's interesting. They put out. I've got a couple of records they release on their own label. You know, not reissues, just like I think they were live shows. And let me finish my story.
Hey, it's not interesting.
It is interesting. Anyway, so they have 2 plants, right? They got one in England, and they press in England and Japan, which I don't think anybody else does that. So their Japanese records sound really good too. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, they come with the Obi, the whole thing. Yeah, the British ones don't have Obi, just the Japanese.
Yep, they're really neat.
Did Mark Glassman give me some sort of new nickname?
I don't know. What do you say?
Call me E-Rob. And now Angela has picked it up.
E-Rob. Yeah, you're like an E-girl, but from the VC.
Okay. I'm on the internet as E-Rob.
Yeah. AI Rob.
Hey,
oh my God. See, let me speak. That's right. Jay McGee.
Yeah.
There was enough AI controversy in the jazz vinyl community this week.
So this is probably the impulse buy that I just bought really cheap, and it is awesome.
Okay.
I'm trying to look up skirt.
No, you're not doing that.
See up for skirt. The Soul Jazz of Porgy and Bess. But look at this lineup on here.
Art Farmer, Harry Edison, Charlie Shavers, Brooke Myers. Okay. Jimmy Cleveland, nice. Soul Schlinger, he's got to be the main guy on there, right? Oh, Phil Woods, put in my pile, bro.
Yeah.
Charlie.
This is not an expensive record. Everyone should get this. I paid $3. It was really dirty. Cleaned it. It plays beautifully. It's mono. It sounds awesome. I mainly grabbed it because like Bill Evans plays piano on it, but this is really good.
Oh yeah.
Nice big bandy, good solos. It's nice.
Okay. So Roberto, if you put $10, you're gonna open a poll here. Okay? No, just kidding.
Yeah, don't blow your whole vinyl budget up to ask questions. Everyone else just asks them regularly.
No, pay to ask questions.
Yeah.
I can't find it. Do y'all know the
Okay,
hang on.
I do AI as a goof because it's
Yes.
stupid and dumb.
Yes.
Ken does it because he doesn't. I don't know why.
He likes it. It's fine. It's interesting. I don't know.
It's a midlife crisis. He does it because of
It's
midlife
just-
crisis.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's
Honestly.
different. No, yeah, just different things. Yes.
Okay, I found a
No,
second.
hang on. That record you just showed, that's on United Artists, right? Can you show the label?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you know the record Brass Shout that's on United Artists? It's an Art Farmer kind of big band, kind of like that.
No.
And it's got a lady on it. I can't find my copy. I just listened to it yesterday.
Usually the stuff
And
on
this
here.
lady on the cover with like silver face paint on. So if you see it, pick it up. It's really good.
Usually with this label, it's like movie related releases, right?
Mm-hmm.
But don't grab this. It should be really cheap and you'll enjoy it.
Nice.
This copy is meant to sell, but it's amazing I found 2 copies of this because this is not an easy OG to find, and it only came out. It's only once on mono, and this is a kick-ass record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, Tommy Flanagan, nice.
Yeah, this is just outstanding. I
I
have
hate those covers, but yeah. I listened to that Gene Ammons one yesterday, the Soulful Moods of Gene Ammons. You like that one, Felipe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had an OG of that, and then that's a case where the Chad reissue is much better than the original.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
The Deep Grooves. I mean, it's funny that one of Chad's, the Soulful Moods of whatever Gene Ammons. That one was a deep groove they redid. They only did like 2 or they were supposed to the whole 50 when they reissued them, right? They're supposed to all be deep groove and be 200 grams or whatever, and they were all 180 and no deep groove. But I think it's just a giant pain in the ass.
some of them are like manhole covers.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's a giant pain in the ass to do the deep groove.
It's deep groove. It's nice. I don't think this is RVG. RVG. This is very VG plusy, only because it has some sort of.
I don't think there was a point to the deep groove necessarily. I just think that's the way the pressing machines were built back in the day.
It's cosmetic.
I don't think it was on purpose to be cosmetic. That's what I'm saying. The machines were probably just built that way. When they stamped, they put a big groove in the thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently there was like big metal dice in the label area, so they could press it. Feel like the early 60s, then those are no longer necessary. They changed the machines.
Yeah.
I found this for $1 in the dollar bins today, and it plays very, very nice. I have the Org 45 of this.
Me too.
But this mono might sound better.
Doubt it.
You're a doubting Thomas.
I am I'm doubting E-Rob, and his dollar record sounds better than the Org 45. It's all.
No, it's VG-ish, plays very slight noise. I'm just saying the sound.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you just hold off because you're going to get a gang with pitchforks and torches on me. All right.
That's the plan.
Here's the next. This was the pickup of the day, I think, today.
I'll be the judge of that. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. White label. And I had never listened to this. I streamed a little bit of it, but it's really good. So
I don't have that one yet.
Is that like 75, 76, Rob?
yeah, it's a fine line. There's funk songs on it, slightly some avant-garde songs, but it's mostly funky jazz.
Nice.
And then what else here? Put that over here. Oh, this was an interesting pickup. So this is a 60s alternative cover of Chet Baker Sings. And I do not understand the thought of putting him with guitar in a weird sweater.
Yeah, it's not a great look.
That
and a weird guitar. Like look at that guitar. It looks weird.
it looks like his neck's broken.
Yeah, it does. It looks like his neck's broken. It looks like
that's a good picture right there. He kind of looks very like Katie Lang or something.
Yeah.
But this does not sound. So this is a Pacific Blue Label stereo. It's very bassy. It doesn't. The Tone Poet is 10 times better sounding than this.
Yeah. He's got the nod going, Jeffrey.
I mainly bought it to listen to it to compare it, but this is not anywhere. You can't touch the Tone Poet. And then Chris, and this wasn't $200 either.
Oh yeah. I got my copy for $35.
Does anyone have this one?
Who is that?
Elvin Jones, Merry-Go-Round.
That's a close up there.
That's good.
That's the one, Rob, I was talking about a few weeks ago. That when I got on the Elvin Jones kick, I bought like everything I could find.
Yeah,
that one. There's some good tracks on it, but there's one that I think it's like the title track, Merry-Go-Round, that has vocals, and it's awful.
Well, thank you, because I'm selling a copy in my next auction.
Here's a question for you, Rob.
Yeah.
Lou wants to know if he gives $20 to a stream, will you give us a room tour?
No.
Give us $20.
Here's what you do, Louie. Take that $20 and go buy a jazz record, okay?
That's fair.
I found an OG of this. I have a Japanese copy I'll throw into my auction. This
is it good?
Outstanding killer.
Yeah.
This is, if you're gonna get a league, this is him just kicking ass, and he's there with Elvin Jones and Sonny Dallas.
Yeah.
This is a kick-ass record. Do you want it in your pile?
Yes, I do. Yes,
yeah.
The Japanese version. Yes, it's fine.
All right, but I found an OG stereo of this.
Where's Mazzy? Is Mazzy here? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Mazzy's on.
Chris, how many titles are in your stack?
It's like 16 titles.
Wow.
If you hang out for like 4 hours, Rob will show them all to me again.
16 or 60? 60?
16.
Okay. That's 60. Jesus.
Sounds more like 660 at this point.
Yeah.
This was in the dollar bin too. The gentle side of it wasn't like that. Did he ever backslap anybody? Wasn't he just a gentle person anyway?
It's hard to tell. It's Coltrane on this picture.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. Thought it was like
And I guess this is just all his. This is an impulse too for.
Oh, yeah. Those look like Coltrane.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, what records is it? Is it a comp or is it two records?
It's a comp. It's two comps of. It's his softer side. It's his gentle side. It's nothing too crazy.
Oh, okay. It's comp. Okay.
And then whenever I find this, I pick this up because it's a good record to have in your.
Albert Ayler?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ayler, I guess, whatever.
Hey, by the way, I found that record. You can make me lower, smaller. So those records you showed last week that you said you got from the record store in upstate New York, that I showed on my stream, that they have all that dead stock on their website. The record.
You talking about Cadence Jazz?
Yeah. So I ordered 4 titles from them.
Oh yeah, if you go straight to their website, they have good CDs too. I know we're not here for CDs.
They have some sold titles too. But I ordered the one you showed.
Yeah.
I ordered 2 Barbara Donald titles.
Oh, great. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, Sonny and I ordered the other one is the Maurice what's his face? Where he's playing the saxophone to a it's called Ram something. He's playing it to a sheep.
Yeah, sure. I've got those Barbara Donalds. I still haven't picked them up. I need to.
I stream them.
Yeah.
And they're excellent. They're not crazy free jazz like when she's playing with Sonny Simmons.
Right.
But she's playing with Carter Jefferson on both of them.
Yeah, Carter. Wow.
And one is a live album. One's live in DC.
That's cool.
Yeah, that label, the Cadence Jazz label, Redwood, is actually north of where I live in Watertown. So it's way upstate. It's not like sometimes, I don't know, some of the names of the New York like towns sound like they're all near New York City, especially when you're thinking of like a record label. But it is like when I found a few records from that had that sticker on the back, I looked and it was only like maybe 20 or 30 miles from where I live. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, I always thought it was down near the city.
That's what I thought.
Where
too.
the hell's Redwood? I could never like place it.
Hey, it's in like the Thousand Islands, so it's like almost to the Thousand Islands.
And all that is just sitting up there.
You're correct, Nicole. Maurice McIntyre. Hey, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, I have the McIntyre.
Yeah, Illimax. Dude, watch my stream. I shared it on my stream. I gave the link and everything.
Thanks
for your support.
It's Cadence Jazz. It's easy to find.
Yeah, go there because even the CDs are killer.
Yeah,
and they have a bunch of even Chris doesn't like to admit this. Big Dick Burke fan. They had 2 Dick Burke records there.
I'd love to admit that Dick Burke was a badass drummer.
Yeah, it's still just a slept-on label. I mean, there's, and for them to keep their prices where they are is excellent.
I have a Beaver Harris on that label.
Yeah, I have all the Beaver Harris they put out because Moncour is on there, and that's my guy. Yeah. Anything Moncour, that's for me. So.
Yeah, I was playing. I played half of this today. Moncour's on this one.
Oh yeah, Thornton. Oh, do I have that one?
This is those reissues that sound fine to me. So
yeah, I got that from Greg's collect. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, is that an OG?
Yeah, I got it from Greg out in LA's collection.
Very cool. Cool. Holy ho! What do you got, Felipe? You want to talk about records? What do you want to do?
No, not much. I didn't bring anything today.
You didn't bring anything today.
Can you clarify something, Felipe, please?
Yeah,
so in your 5-hour-long review of ballads, HQUR, your general assessment was that it's the best
Ooh, yes,
he doesn't come on my stream. Your
Who are you? You have a channel?
Yes. It's like the gutter. So Felipe, your general critique was it's the best sounding ballads, but it's not astronomically better than the 33.
I think to start with, whoever also has listened to it, maybe Mike has listened to, I think it's the best version, by not too far. But I think if you have the gear to show that, and if you're willing to, it's a combination. I think there's more detail. You hear, and it's more like enveloping, bigger sounding. I think you hear more in that aspect. I mean, I think it's, if you can and willing to invest, I think it's a good thing.
What do you think, Mike? I mean, you've listened to the UHQR ballads?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I thought you had. Okay.
Yeah, they won't send it to me for a couple of weeks, unfortunately. Yeah.
Felipe got the scoop on you. What did you have just there? What's that one step you had in your hand?
That's the Get Schubert, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it looks open. Did you listen to it?
I'll have a review on Sunday. That's all I can say.
All right.
Oh wow, he hates it. Everyone.
No, it's not that. I just actually I haven't even had a chance to listen to it, but I was asked not to post it till.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's cool though.
I got an early copy.
That's fancy.
Well, hopefully it'll be a big seller for them because they're a good company.
Is that the one with Girl from Ipanema and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Twice. There's a mono cut on here as well. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. There's a couple of bonus tracks on this particular version.
I have an early Japanese copy of that record, which is kind of odd.
So Mike, is the mono version the one Astrud only singing? Because I know there's a version of Astrud only.
I don't know. I quickly looked at there's a massive amount of information in the booklet, and there's a little sheet that kind of talks about some of the tape defects and why they chose certain choices. But I think this is all stuff they posted on their website, and it's in the category list, the item listing. But I think it said it was something that Phil Ramone prepared as a single for radio stations. So whatever the mono single of the day would have been, I think is what's on here. But I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. I just unboxed it and cleaned it so I could take it home and listen to it.
Oh, that's great. Looking forward. I want to see her here for sure.
I think you're crackling, Felipe.
Well, that's not Felipe.
Not me.
No.
Might be me.
Yeah, you're crackling again, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I got some stuff. Can I show it?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
So I haven't been buying a lot. I've been just kind of, I don't know, being more picky this year with stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I show is tough to find in the U.S. anyways. So I had a chance to go out to Rochester and specifically to Buffalo, to a store that I like to go to, and I found a few items. They've been sitting there for a while, but just kind of picked them up. First one, this one is London Jazz Composers Orchestra, Barry Guy. This is on SAJ, subsidiary of FMP out of Germany. This is called Stringer. It's got quite a big lineup for what it is, but it's got really a lot of the select guys from the kind of free jazz scene in Europe. Let's see, Kenny Wheeler, Paul Rutherford is on here as well, Trevor Watts, Evan Parker, Peter Brotzman, John Stevens. He had quite a few things with Evan Parker, Barry Guy, obviously the leader, Peter Kowalt. So it's a lot of like kind of household names if you are about free jazz stuff in Europe, but this is a larger lineup. As a lot of these kind of this is similar to the Globe Unity stuff in the 70s. This one's from the 80s, 83, but not too expensive. So grabbed that.
I have a question about that. So if you played that on Espo's system in your front yard, would it de-weed your yard? Would it like kill the weeds in your yard?
It is pretty intense. Yeah. So it would probably would. Probably blow out the windows across the street from my house. So.
I think Mike's wife would come after you with like a fire hose or something.
Probably.
It's so funny. I had my wife film the new Arrival video 2 weeks ago, and I put it up for the 14 member only, the members on my channel, and the reaction wasn't very good, so I deleted it. But it was essentially her trashing jazz for about 15 minutes. Oh, another awful record. This is hard.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it wasn't good.
This one I've been looking for a while. I finally found a copy. Music Improvisation Company. This was originally on, this is on ECM, but it originally was from 1970 from Germany, and then the U.S. copy the U.S. press was from 74. It does say it's kind of affiliated with Polydor.
Okay.
I'm not super familiar with ECM with Polydor, but that's kind of what you have. This is also promo. There's nothing on the label or anything that says that, but similar lineup to this one. Not a big one, but some great free jazz guys. Derek Bailey and Evan Parker, kind of the duo of them, played a lot together, dating back to the 60s with like Peter Brotzman and a lot of the kind of German associated guys. But those are the only two players I was familiar with on this one, but this is a good one. This is much more sparse than what you heard on the previous one that I just showed. That's kind of, especially Evan Parker and Derek Bailey's approach was very minimalistic. So it's definitely an acquired thing. This is not the best representation of free jazz, but that one was a cheap one as well. It's not super expensive. This one people might be interested in the. This is called Over the Rainbow. The group is called Amalgam. There was a bunch of these titles, I think late 70s into the 80s. There was like 4 or 5 of these. Actually, there might even been more, like 6 or 7 of these records from this group. This is Trevor Watts' group. I believe he's from the UK, another kind of free jazz type guy. But this one kind of goes in between. This is a much lighter side to free jazz. It's more, I would say, avant-garde, and then there's even times where it's somewhat like melodic, and it's almost like a jazz rock sound to it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of what the vibe of the group is.
Nice.
It's like an in-between of like free jazz with like jazz rock. I don't know if there's any streaming of this, but this one's kind of an interesting one. If you're kind of a rock person and you want something that's a little bit on the freer side for jazz, but this is another one, cheap one, but it was kind of a cool one to grab. This was one of the big ones that I found on the trip. This is called King Ubu Orchestra or Orchestru. It's a big lineup. I'm not familiar with if the lineup was the same. I think it was. There was like eight or nine titles on this label. It's called Oklong, German. Another affiliation with FMP. There was only, like I said, like 8 or 9 records in the early to mid 80s. Wolfgang Fuchs is the main guy on this. He had a few albums on FMP and SAJ as well.
Wolfgang Fuchs?
But it was...
He makes great pizzas.
Paul Lighton is another guy that's been on quite a bit. He's on the drums on this. I have another record that features Norbert Moschlong, who actually had another record on this one as well. He kind of went more in the electronics direction in the 80s, but in the 70s, he has a great FMP title that I picked up a few months ago. But this is another one, a little bit larger of a lineup, free jazz type stuff, but that was kind of a one that was on my radar.
Do you play all these records over speakers, or do you wear headphones in your house when you're playing them?
I have, my system is downstairs, so
okay.
I have kind of a split level house, so it's downstairs, and yeah, my wife says she can't hear it upstairs, which is good because she thinks it's like cats killing each other. So
yeah.
I don't know, it's not great. But that's it for the stuff from Buffalo. This one was one I picked up a few weeks ago in Rochester. This is John Coltrane Love Supreme, but it's it's like his live show from Antibes.
Oh, sick.
So that's going to be in that 8 Vinyl Me Please 8 disc thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I first, I don't know, and maybe I just misheard, but for the longest time, after they put out that Love Supreme live in Seattle, they made it seem like that was the only time that the like suite was ever done, or like a Love Supreme was done. But this is another one. This is from July of '65, so it's like 7 months after it was recorded.
I think it was like a handful of times, right, Joe?
Yeah. There was.
You guys getting that Vinyl Me Please box set?
No.
I didn't.
Are you? Mike? You gonna get it?
No.
How does
I want that? The only thing I want of that box is that record you have there. What does that go for?
This one. So it was 50, and I got it down to 40. It's about $30-$40. But what I realized was at first I thought that this was like one of the only pressings of it. But when I looked into it, there was like a CD that was done in, I don't know, maybe it might have been the 90s or 2000s that featured this as part of it. There was also a few different countries that put out like a version of this dating back to, this one's from 87. But
is that legit or is it a bootleg?
No, I think it's a legit thing. It sounds great.
It does sound great.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Now, have you heard the Seattle one?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have.
How would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
The Seattle one or this one?
No, the Seattle one.
The Seattle one, I'd probably say is like a 2 or a 3.
And so, how would you rate that one?
This one is like an 8 or a 9. This is
really wow. So if the
fidelity is very good on this. This is like it sounded like it was like an impulse released from the 80s type concert. So I don't know if it's just the tapes were really good, if it was like a soundboard recording. I don't really know, but it sounds excellent. There's quite a few. This one's from France, I believe. This is, I think, the French one. There's also like an Italian one that came out around this time, like mid 80s. But it's just, you kind of look at what it is. It's a Love Supreme broken into 2 parts. It doesn't have the same. It's definitely not this. It's not them. It's not just the quartet doing the suite, kind of the 4 parts. It's like somewhat of like a spiritual sound. This is, I think, a little bit more free than what a Love Supreme actually is. So if you like the stuff that Coltrane did after A Love Supreme, like Ascension. I wouldn't say it's Ohm. It's definitely not Ohm. This is not like Cacophonous or anything like that. But if you like the spiritualness mixed with like free jazz leaning, this is a great one. It is tough to find, so I scooped this up when I saw it, and I never even saw this. This took so long for me to even find it on Discogs after I did, because typing in A Love Supreme or even Love Supreme, you don't really get anything that, because this is not affiliated with A Love Supreme on Discogs in terms of like the master release. This is like a totally different thing. So that was a big one. I
don't think Joe's middle aged quite yet, Nicole. I think he's younger than that.
He just looks middle aged. But
I'm only 29, so
see, I was right.
Most of I'm a teacher, so most people think I'm like in my 40s, but no, I'm only 29. So
nice.
He still has time to come out of this free jazz nonsense.
Yeah, there she is.
This is my most recent one. It's Construct and Peter Brotzman. It's a live concert from Turkey in 2014. I have a lot of Peter Brotzman stuff. Most of the time when I get on, I show something that's Peter Brotzman related, but I've noticed that I actually don't have a lot of his more recent stuff, like in the last 10 years. I have stuff that came out in the last handful of years, but a lot of those recordings were from the early 2000s back to the 60s. And so this was definitely a big one. I just listened to this one today. It's a 2 LP. I think this might be on Bandcamp. I'm not really sure. But it's a Turkish band, Turkish free jazz group. They have quite a few different releases. This one just happens to be affiliated with Peter Brotzman, like I said, from 2014. But this one is pretty good. The first LP is pretty free. It's kind of in the lane of what you hear from Peter Brotzman dating back to the 60s. But the second LP was a little bit more, I wouldn't call it melodic, but it was a little more avant-garde. So this one was really excellent. I was really surprised. Probably one of my favorite more recent releases in terms of, again, the last 10 years of his kind of output. But that was a big one. And then the really big one, and I'm disappointed that Dave isn't on, because Dave was actually the one that turned me on to this one. This is group composing. This is Instant Composer Pool. Label, what that looks like. This is a Dutch-based free jazz label dating back to 68. Is Misha Mingelberg with I think Han Benek was the other one that was affiliated with the kind of the starting of the label. This is the sixth title. I showed the last time I was on a few weeks ago the first title from this group. Every album from the label has a slightly different lineup. Most of them have Misha Mingelberg on piano and Han Benek on kind of percussion / drums, but this one features it doesn't even say, but it has, it says that actually in the back. One thing, I don't normally put my records behind just because that's not what I do, but this one reeked of cigarette smoke when I got it last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still in the process of kind of figuring that out. But this is actually the first record I bought that smelled like cigarettes. And I kind of forgot that, especially I think a lot of Europeans are still big smokers. So that was one thing. But Derek Bailey's on this, Han Benek, Peter Benek, who's actually Han Benek's brother, who featured on a few of these FMP, ICP type records. He plays saxophone on this one. Peter Brotzman's on this, Misha Mingelberg, Evan Parker, and then Paul Rutherford, who's on the trombone. So this one's from 1970. I got this actually from the Netherlands, so it took a little bit, but was very excited to grab this last week. So that was a big one. So, all right, that is it for what I got. That's enough free jazz, I think, for everybody. So
that's cool stuff, man. Louis likes all that stuff.
Oh, does he like that stuff?
Yeah. What's up, Mazzy?
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
Get ready for non-jazz records to be shown, everyone.
No, when you're finished, I have just one thing I want to talk to you guys about.
Is it about Jim Gordon?
No, it's not.
So Messi, by the time they shoot and release all those Beatles movies, are there still going to be any Beatles fans?
I'm not here to talk about the Beatles. No Beatles.
Let's hear it.
By the way, I'm wearing my
it was fantastic.
I'm really curious. Okay, with Mike Esposito and his big shit ass speaker system, I want him to listen to a record that, and I want to know if I'm just way off on this one, or if Rob just has no clue and no taste, because he said he streamed it in a car, but when you're driving in LA on the 405 in a car, you can't really enjoy music unless you have like 100,000.
I was listening to it through Apple Music, which
I get it. Anyway, I'm curious what you think, because this came out in Light in the Attic, okay? And I never heard of the guy, Pete Jolly, and it's called Seasons, 1970. And it's produced by Herb Alpert. So, okay, it's like basically the white man's Bitches Brew. 4 hours of jamming, jazz-ish. It's more on the jazz side. But they recorded 4 hours of jamming, and then they edited it down to one LP, and they did some overdubs. And it's kind of, I almost want to say psychedelic. It's not psychedelic in sound, but it's got... it's really interesting percussive wise. Emil Richards on percussive. And it's a cool record, and it's a really good sounding percussive record. So I would love to hear at some point Mike on his system what he thinks of this record. Came out in the last few weeks.
And you're not a fan, I take it.
I loved it. I loved it.
I streamed it, and let me paint a picture for you.
Okay.
It's 1988. There's a Radio Shack around the corner from your house. You walk in there, they have a Casio keyboard, the one like that was this big.
But it's 1970.
Pete Jolly escaped from his handlers.
Yeah,
he wandered into the
apparently it's been sampled a lot.
He wandered into the Radio Shack.
Been sampled up by hip hop artists, by a mixologist. I'm just really curious because I really liked it, and I was surprised. It was in my house for about a week and a half. I didn't play it, and I put it on the other night. And I literally played it twice back to back. I enjoyed it so much. Now it's not some avant-garde, psychic, left out there jazz thing. It's got a pop edge, but it's got a little bit of a soundtracky TV soundtrack thing to it. But it's really interesting, and I could see Mike liking this in-groove Mike on his big ass speakers, but maybe not.
If you put that on and close your eyes, you can almost see Magnum PI running up the street.
Yeah, and I would like to see other people check this out. Maybe I'm just off base, but I enjoy it. I did get it free, but that's not why I enjoy it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, now we know.
No, but I don't believe me. I get
records like that can be very exciting in a good system.
Right.
Like I love music for Britt Bram Broom and harp. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. That's it's an audiophile classic. You listen to something like that on like a weak stereo or like a boombox or in the car, you're like, what in the world am I listening to?
Yeah.
But
I got a copy of that based on your recommendation. And let me
say, I'm curious.
Go get the Pete Jolly to go with it.
I'm not trying. I'm just really curious to hear because I don't know anyone else has really listened to the vinyl version of this, and I'm really curious.
It could sound a lot better than what I listened to.
I would just look at pop one open in your store. I don't know if you carry Light in the Attic stuff, but pop one open and check it out.
Some things excel on the right stereo because they're exciting.
Well, it excelled on my stereo, but and again, I know it's the music stupid, my shtick, and I got called out. I mean, Jiren chat in the video, Chad mentioned, and there's guys that say it's the music stupid. You kind of like, I got a little.
What video is that? I'm out of date. Somebody lit my parking lot on fire today, so I've been dealing with that.
Well, no, yes, it was actually a very good interview, and it was Dylan Noble Records interviewed Chad. Yeah.
Did you watch the Jazz Bombs?
I got 3 people sent me inbox at 30 minutes in. Chad says it's the music stupid. So people reached out to me when that popped up.
The music is important, and I heard you talking about that a little bit on Rachel's stream. But I thought about something when you mentioned it. It is the music, but I always equate it to the difference if buying a record from a band is much different than going to see like a live. When you're there and you have that visceral experience of being there, or say it's like a club venue or something small where it's intimate, it's sounds fantastic, it's in a club setting, you're willing to see music of a less caliber, I think, because it's so immediate, it's there.
And you're getting a visual dimension as well, too.
Yeah. So, but when it comes to essentially, I'm boiling it down to the sound quality is very important. It makes music that might be a 5 or a 6 like a 7. I really think it does.
I would agree with that.
And that's so it is the music, but it's also the recording, because it makes a difference. You get a more attached feeling to the music.
But I know there's a whole audience, and you're a big proponent of those records that it's not just Chad did them, but he's one of like the best female vocalists or the best male vocalists on audio production. And I get that. But there's like out of those 12 or 15 or whatever songs, there's like 3 or 4 that are like I don't like. So to me, that I would never listen to that because of that reason. I'll listen to a whole Nat Cole record, definitely, and a great analog production or the Steve Hoffman Nat Cole, story Nat Cole. Oh God, I love that stuff.
Those records are all over the place, and I really do think they're designed as like show samplers of.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
But at the same token, you're not a big fan of Blow Up, which you always equate to elevator music, which is 100% not. That record is amazing. I would die if I went into an elevator and heard that.
I didn't say an elevator. I said Hilton Hotel Lounge at the airport.
No way.
Mazzy, I can give you a good record.
That's fair enough, though. Fair enough.
People have that Dick Hyman Moog record, which I think is similar to that Pete Jolly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious
bunch of those. When those old,
surprised.
I think Pete Jolly was like an old timey jazz dude, and I think in the 70s when all this technology came in, a lot of them like Dick Hyman and Pete Jolly, they all kind of were experimenting with the Moog and the electric stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it's not for everybody. It just, you know what it does? It surprised me that I enjoyed it so much. That's basically it. So
I'm going to give it a listen to. I'm curious.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people on the Discord.
Listen to it through.
There's a lot of people on the Discord hopping up that record a couple weeks before it came out. So
do they like it or not?
Which record?
Well, on the Mazzy show, there was 3 or 4 people talking about it for a couple of days.
Yeah. In my opinion, Mazzy's
one
a bigger guy than me.
All right, Pete. I just want to sort of change the notion of Pete Jolly as this old time dude. He played with Art Pepper. He's not like some ragtime.
No,
guy.
I'm the point I was making was in the late 60s, early 70s, it seemed like these guys were embracing the electric Moog and stuff, and they were experimenting with it. And to me, that Pete Jolly record, I streamed and listened to it. It felt like that's what he was doing. He was trying it out and seeing if it was for him.
Well, let's try this. Is it a possibility for me to get a free copy to demo it? Because it might make a difference. I'm not 100% sure. We'll get a free copy. We'll get a paid copy. I'll listen to both, and I'll report back to you which one I like.
Buy it. If you don't like it, stick it in your new used bin.
I'll try it out. I do get stuff from Light in the Attic.
Yeah.
So on a side note, I'm about to leave because I got to go lock down the store, and I'll come back and talk to you about it a little bit more. But we're getting close to the Anthony Wilson, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
Close to the what?
Anthony Wilson, the Coherent.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I got
have you heard a copy yet?
I got a test pressing sent to me.
Nice.
And I played it maybe about 30 times in the store.
Oh,
I like to kind of like incognito play something and get.
Oh, that reminds me of the days when we had like a promotional month of some label, and we had to play those fucking records every other hour every day because Capitol was giving us ad money. I know it's different now.
Do you have
what it's been like here at the In-Groove?
So
do you have a street date already, Mike?
I don't know if we're even going to have a street date. I'm really thinking we're a couple of weeks away. It's really close.
Mm-hmm.
So we're it's really going to be a matter of maybe a week or two of pressing time and how quick they can get it from California.
What's your pre-order? Very high.
Oh, it's high. Like if the record doesn't sell out the first run, I should say. It's not like the record's going to sell out. It's not limited. You'll always be able to get it. But if the first run doesn't sell out in pre-orders, it'll sell out very shortly after pre-orders.
Oh, wow.
But it's been exciting, and the response has been cool. I'm thought about the review. I can't really review this record because I'm distributing it, but it's fantastic. So I'll let other people do it, but it sounds fantastic.
You can send me one and I'll review it.
Well, so
I can't remember if I ordered it. Can I go in my account on your place and see if I ordered it?
Yes, you can.
I did. Okay.
So here, a shout out to Felipe. 2 nights ago, Anthony Wilson was doing a live stream on Instagram, and he played a section from the album, and it sounded fantastic.
The record is unbelievable, and it's kind of the response I get from people is wild. You know, it's kind of like a lot of people are asking me, you know, what Blue Note record is this? You know, it's been that kind of comments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it really.
What would you what record in Blue Note catalog would you compare it to?
Peach Jolly.
It kind of, to me, kind of has a Kenny, and it's funny too because I talked to Kevin about it a bunch, and a big inspiration for Anthony was Grant Green, but it has kind of to me has a very Midnight Blue vibe, but without kind of the Latin aspect of Midnight Blue.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't kind of have that Latin, obviously, vibe to it, but it really has a very similar vibe to Midnight Blue. There's very slow and like melodic type stuff, but then it gets more into not quite funky, but the faster paced tunes, which are something I am the most partial to. For me, those are the jewels on the album, and I actually don't think the best tracks have been released yet, in my opinion. So from what I've heard, what they gave you guys, but from what I've heard on the album, I think the best tunes are, nobody's heard yet. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Todd Rundgren cover is awesome, but I'm a big fan of just that faster pace. What's that?
What Todd Rundgren track does he do?
Is it Marlene or God? What's the? I'll tell you right now. But
I can look it up. I'm just curious.
Yeah, there's a Todd. I'm almost positive there's a Todd Rundgren cover on there, but there's a couple of tracks on there where he's just absolutely tearing it up, and those are fantastic. I wish the whole album was him tearing it, but they're really good. And it's funny too because Anthony's catalog is really all over the place. He sings on some, he plays on some, musical. They're just
Mike, can you answer this question Jay has? He says, Mike, if we didn't buy the record now, what would we end up doing later?
Well, you're not going to cry later. You're just going to have to wait because we'll get it to you on the second run.
I guess I didn't. The last thing I bought from you was a Little Feat Mo-Fi.
Of course it was.
Of course it was. Which is fantastic. It's all analog. It's fantastic. The first Little Feat album.
Yeah, it's.
I don't think you've swayed one person to be a Little Feat fan.
No, that's okay. That's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I like them, but
I do too.
That's okay.
You don't need
Anthony
Wilson.
Wilson
Catalog.
Anthony Wilson. I did order it. Okay.
No, sweet.
Yeah, if you don't, I have it ordered. So, what are you guys doing? Order it. Okay. Mike has to replant the whole front of his store now.
And the back too. I didn't have video of the back, but the guy torched the back of the store too.
It was just some did they catch the dude?
I like it. I like Little Feat before I've heard of Mazzy. That's
they didn't even care. They came, they put it out. I'm like, I got the guy on video. Do you investigate this kind of thing? And they're like, oh no, we chase these bum fires all day long.
He's like, hey, I love that album. Okay, how much is it?
I'm sure we'll be putting one out a block down the road in a couple
minutes. Do you sell outer sleeves at your store, Mike?
Yes, but not those. Well, we do.
But these are custom ones. 3 stores in Seattle go in, and they're the best ones I've gotten. Clear, they're very clear.
Yeah,
this is like a dozen for $2.95, or you get 100 for $20 or $25, and they're great. They're actually clearer. They're not the full Japanese kind like you experts like.
These are my sleeves down here.
And they come in a way where you can throw your dog and have them fetch it.
Yeah. No, but I mean, they're out of the 100 pack, so I just bought a few of these. They're nice because someone asked me about these because I think I sent Tom Rashawn some records, and what's nice is they're clear. They're not brittle. They're really good.
Yeah, that's what we sell. We sell them in packs 100, but
I think this is a good lead for you, Mike. Was it an angry ERC fan that set your store on fire?
I'm sorry I didn't buy this from you, but I had to support my local. This new.
You should, yes.
I have 5 suspects, but I'll keep that to private.
It was crazy. He was in the bush. I watched the video. He was in the bush for like an hour, and he came out and he walked away. And the bush. This is the funniest thing. The bush caught on fire like 10 minutes later. So some guys walk by, and they come in. I guess they're visiting from out of town. Spring training's going on, and they walk in and they go, "Hey, is it normal for Arizona? But you got a bush on fire out there, and you got one." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, your bush is on fire." I'm like, "No, that's not normal for Arizona."
Well, you've heard of the burning bush in the Bible. Yeah,
it was a very religious.
Why not just do it in like people do their lawns with like gravel and cactus?
It is mostly gravel. I called the landscaper. I'm like, we're gonna have to trim these bushes down a little bit. I'm like, the fire department didn't seem to be too concerned. They're like, oh no, this is common. Your building's fine. I'm like, we got a lot of flammable stuff in here. He goes, no, you'll be fine. I'm like, I mean, it's like all oil and cardboard in the whole building.
Yeah, exactly.
If I come to your store, do you validate parking?
Yeah, we don't have any parking fees, but
Do you have a parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, everybody like Arizona, of course.
No, this is a great store. I'm patting myself on the back, but it's a dedicated. I've got a freestanding building.
What's the square footage of the actual store part? Do you know?
It's a little under 6 for the whole place. In the store is about half of that.
3,000 square foot. Wow, that's a good.
I mean, you can kind of get the.
I mean,
make it big.
Yeah, we never see the expanse. We always see that one fucking end up bin when you got to keep pushing the stuff and back and everything.
So here's the bin that I shoot videos on.
Right.
And you don't see. That's the back room in the distance, and then you don't see this side of the store.
Wow,
very cool.
Yeah. Nice.
And then, I've got showcases and stuff.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, you should
Then
be very.
You got some gear in the back corner. You kind of see.
Where's the stereo room?
The hi-fi. I updated the system a little bit. There's not many record stores you're going to go in and see this, but this is the house sound at the In-Groove.
See, if I came to Arizona, it would only be because of your store.
Ooh, nice. Wow.
I got 1,200 watt monoblock Macintosh amps. That white record is actually the Anthony Wilson test pressing.
Very cool.
SP 1000. The new reference turntable, and then I've got the big. Here you go. This is a proper non-puny speaker. You ready for this? Here you go, Mr. Maslow.
Yeah,
about 100 drivers.
Yes. That looks like something I grate cheese when I make pasta.
Yeah. But that'll
send your ball hairs, Mazzy.
Hey, I bet you, and none of your speakers on anybody here except for Mike or any bigger or any bigger than mine.
And this is I'll walk you to the sound room.
He just likes to pick on me, that's all.
I should do a video on this.
You should.
But that's I've got a pair of Focal Sopras right now in there.
Okay. That's French speakers.
Oh, oui.
You should pair with like them high-end whiskey bars and do like a listening party there, man.
Yeah. Mike, how do you like the Technique amp, this new one?
This is the most. So I'm going to get one. I ordered one for the house for Angel system. The Macintosh that was up there. The Macintosh that was up there was that system that Angel was using. This is a really bizarre amp because this is an amp that, get this, it takes every signal incoming and it digitizes it to high res, processes everything, does all processing in the digital domain, and then outputs it. But it is unbelievable sounding. It's wild. It has a test record. You could see it on the.
Oh, you muted yourself, Mike.
You're muted. Is that a James Taylor greatest hits record?
No, come on.
Oh,
that's that Technics test record listens to the cartridge and then the Technics automatically compensates for anything that might be wrong with the cartridge. Say you've got a voltage irregularity on the left channel, or you got just a multitude of problems. It auto corrects it within the amp, and you have the ability to turn that off. But it's wild when you turn it on versus off, and like you hear the corrections. It's crazy, but it's such a foreign concept. The fact that it's digitizing everything that it listens to.
Yeah. So it's an optical cart?
No, the amplifier itself.
Got it.
Runs everything in the digital domain, but it sounds fantastic. But I'm going to put that in for her, a set of smaller speakers, because she didn't like the big speakers. And then I'm going to put there's a Technics 1200G.
Nice.
So that's going to be the system that she uses. And I ordered myself a Technics 1000 for the house.
That's what the amp is. It's a Technics 1000.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a 1000 as well, but I've got the.
There's an 800 too, right? 8 or 600.
It's like 1,000, 9,000. It's a $10,000. It's their reference level amplifier.
Okay.
But I'm going to put that as a amplifier, probably with a pair of focals, but that's going to be her system with the 1200G, the Technics. But no, I ordered a SP 1000, their 1000 turntable for myself. That's going to replace my AMG.
Oh, wow.
So it takes 4 months to get, but I'm looking forward to it. It's the first system change I've made in a long time.
Yeah, this amp is amazing. Indeed.
Yeah. But so do you have that amp, Felipe?
No, I heard it at a show and I read hundreds of reviews. Everybody loved it.
What'd you think of it when you heard it?
I think I found the same as you. I was like, dude, can't believe this digital processing is fixing, but in a good way. It sounds so analog, so pure.
It's so funny too. I probably could have sold that thing like 10 times and like, oh, this is great. They go home, people go home and they're like, this is fantastic. They go home and they come back and they're like, no, digital, man, I can't. So I haven't sold it. Nobody buys it, but it sounds good. The proof is in the pudding, but it don't matter, you know.
So there's still a thing against digital.
Yeah, I mean, especially in this building.
So it's not about the sound; it's about the stigma of digital.
It seems though within amp design that's becoming more common. There's a lot of manufacturers switching to that design philosophy for amplifiers. And
a lot of them are doing this Class D now, especially with this gallium transformers. They're terrific. I think that's big advance there coming. I think. Yeah.
We'll see though. I mean, it sounds great, but I mean, the tables I sell like crazy. The Technics tables are hard to beat at this point for what they cost.
But what do they cost? What is that? As you said, it's SL 1000?
Well, this is the 1000. I'll show it to you. I got a record here spinning. But that was the Technics 1200G, which is 4,300. It's not a cheap table.
Right.
But there's two great things about Technics. Well, there's a lot of great things about it. But the thing is with the Technics is they don't depreciate because they're just not available everywhere. So they hold a lot of their like intrinsic value, and it's a hell of a table for the money. But this is the 1000. I ordered this for myself.
Okay.
You know, it's 1000, and then there's a speed controller. This replaces the SP10 Mark III that was out in the 90s. So this is the new iteration of that particular table. But
what do those go for?
I'm using it as the main table in the store now.
And Mike, and the MoFi preamp, how do you like it? That's a new one, right? The phono?
MoFi phono is great too. And it allows me, I've got the Kuzma Stabby S turntable with the speed control box, and it kind of gives me the ability to switch back and forth easily.
Nice.
So this is actually I don't want to say that because I really dig the Source Point 10s, but in their system, this is in the MoFi catalog. I think this is like the crown jewel of what MoFi is making.
Can you show it to us? I can't see it. What is it?
It's the phono stage.
Phono stage.
Oh, okay.
Not cheap. It's like a 2 chassis design in 1 chassis. You know, you can't really see it, but it's separated. You got the power in the back. You've got all the switching and everything up front, and it's held together really by these side panels. But it does 3 cartridges, and every cartridge is does 2 cartridges, then a current line cartridge, but it's all fully customizable with switches on the front. Peter Madnick designed this kind of a but MoFi is interesting in the sense that they really have just gone out and hired like the top guys within the field. They're like, oh, you're a good speaker builder. Come build our speakers. Are you, so they got Andrew Jones, they got Peter, they got a lot of guys that are top-notch gear guys who are building stuff for them.
They probably won't be really hurt by this whole whatever settlement they have to pay for the records, right?
God.
No. It's a different operation, I think, right, Mike?
It's not only it's a different company. You got MoFi Electronics, then you got MoFi Distribution, then you got Mobile Fidelity, then you got Music Direct, and he probably and he owns multiple companies within the umbrella.
Well, they're like separate, but they're within this. Yeah, okay.
They just bought Music Hall. I don't know if you saw that. I'm pretty sure they just bought Music Hall.
Oh, wow.
So, and I think the maximum liability from the settlement, from what I saw, was $25 million.
That's the max. It's not gonna even be half that.
No, because I know how many. I probably bought 4% of those records myself over the last 5 years.
How many are you returning?
No, none.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Did you see what they want? And I'm not doing that because of any other reason than who wants to work that hard for $4?
Right.
I mean, it's
but they lied.
Well,
But my question would be, their pressing plant, are they going to press more than just MoFi records there?
I'm almost positive that's the case. Yes.
That makes sense.
I mean, they're going to obviously prioritize their own, kind of like Chad does with QRP, but I'm sure they're going to take business in-house from other places.
Is all their stuff pressed at RTI currently? I think it is, right?
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's going to free up some time maybe for RTI to press some other stuff. I mean, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, but they're like across the street from RTI,
Well, the guy that was running RTI, they end up, I think he's going to be running the new MoFi plant.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of took them from RTI. So it's really like,
well, I mean, when Vinyl Me Please took Gary Solstrom from Chad. So
it's like, those are really, I mean, at least within our community, like the two most well-known, like vinyl plant production guys.
Yeah.
And you're going to have one of them although I think the guy working at RTI now is like a protege of, I think it's Rick who's moving over to MoFi, but kind of a protege. So the three of them are still going to have top guys.
Vinyl. I mean, it's just hopefully we'll end up with 4 really good pressing plants.
Yeah, but what does that mean for all the rinky-dink places around the U.S.?
Well, it depends. If it's just a cost thing, there's going to be plenty of business for them. If it's just a random label that just wants a 12-inch record at a price, then those plants will be fine. But I think if you go to QRP, RTI, MoFi, you go to those plants, I think you're going to expect to pay more. And they are. Like when I priced stuff 10 years ago, RTI was twice the price of United, if not more.
That makes sense. But there's other good plants up there still. I mean,
the one that does all the Black Jazz, or what's the name of that plant? They do good stuff, but they're owned by
Got a Groove, right?
Got a Groove, yeah. Got a Groove does good work.
There's a lot of pressing plants doing good work, and a lot of stuff is improved. Yes. Like GZ is one of those plants that has gotten significantly better than it was.
Optimal too. I mean, Optimal always had good sounding records, but I mean, you remember they had all those, classic series with non-fill and all that shit for a while.
God, I've been dealing with that still to this day, like straggler records that were in the back.
Yeah,
they come back with no fill.
Have you had many returns on the Third Man 313 series? Have you sold a lot of those?
That was actually the best produced series that I've ever seen come out of best manufactured series I've ever seen come out of Third Man. No, there was virtually no defects or damages in that. It was wild.
I think I'm just fucking cursed then, because I got like 4 records in it that all sounded like shit. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm cursed.
And I opened a lot for customers for cleaning, and they pretty much were all impeccable, which is not typical for them whatsoever.
Mike, you don't have to name names. But you find you get. I remember this from the old retail days, way before the internet, where there was a handful of customers, the same people that would always return records. They were just so anal about every little thing. This is back in the 70s too. Same guys, like probably 5 guys that would always come in no matter what they bought, and it was always something little thing.
Yeah, there is, but those people. That's why my idea to start ultrasonically cleaning records was the most genius idea ever. Not because I'm making tons of money, because it's so time intensive, but because that was an outlet for those super picky people. It's like, you want to be picky.
Will they pay for? Are they? And they'll pay for
they
it.
They pay for it, and I'll tell you what, they don't send things back. And the thing is, my original thinking was I'm going to do that, and I'll charge them. And then if I can visually inspect it, clean it, send it to them, and they still have a problem, that's probably a customer that I need to send away. You know what I mean? That was my thinking. But once I did that, I've had virtually no problems with it. And then I have the picky customers have a way to fix their problems. And that's been a godsend in the amount of records that had to come back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that,
Marcella, yes, I just picked this up this evening locally. Where we went.
I do think it's interesting that Alex Dickey has risen from the ashes as soon as you come on the show, Mike. That's kind of cool.
Oh, you guys should, if you haven't, you should watch this weekend. The Westman conversation with the Discogs guys. It was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check that out.
They have a new app coming in second quarter, which is great.
I mean, I watched about a half hour of it, and it just seems like they were just going over like it was like a businessy interview. Did they reveal anything?
Well, they have a new app coming. There's a bunch of stuff they're doing. They're working on things where eventually you can upload actual photos of your copy of the record.
Oh, really?
I mean, things are rolling out with AI. They want to do eventual things where you don't have to necessarily type the whole fucking catalog number. You could snap a picture and find the record. Like, you could just snap a picture, almost like a barcode, but you can find that, at least get to the record without writing in the number. Not everything's going to happen right away.
Yeah. So instead of having to type in Sgt. Pepper, you could just take a photograph of the record and get right to it. Then all you have to do is figure out which of the 700 copies you have.
Yeah. But one thing I was critical on, and I think the justification actually made sense. I thought, why are you taking a cut of people's shipping, right?
Yeah.
But then what happens is, because there's a bunch of people that maybe aren't as honest as you might be, that'll sell a record for $1, but include $25 for shipping, just to kind of get away from the percentage. So they're trying to do what other people do to do it as an average. So
that's what people did on eBay 15 years ago.
Yeah,
and then they started charging shipping.
That's why they do it. I didn't even think of that, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it made sense when they said it.
Yeah.
I remember that $1 mattress I bought from Mike, and the shipping was $1,000.
Why is Discogs unusable? I think it's not that hard. The app is wonky, definitely. But I don't know about.
Don't use the app. Use your use a laptop. It's so much better.
I stopped using the app a year ago. Going through the browser is better.
Yeah, but a lot of times when I'm in, it's just easier to do that, and especially when you're doing barcodes, like later stuff. You can use your camera. I mean, there's ways. But I get it. I don't think it's unusable. That's like hyperbolic. I don't know, but it seems like they're going to come out with a new version, because I hate when you type in a number of something and you go back and the number's gone. You have to start all over again. You think you should be able to go back one level and have whatever you typed in, right? Like just like going at a backstroke.
All right, guys, I'm going to take off.
Thanks for joining us, Mike. We'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon. We'll talk more about the Anthony Wilson when it comes in. I'll pop on and we'll show it to you guys. And
awesome.
I'll talk.
Have a good weekend. Well, that was fun.
Yes.
So for anyone that doesn't know, that wants to listen to a couple of tunes off that Anthony Wilson, the interview we did with Anthony, Kevin Gray, and Joe Harley, at the very end of it, it's got a couple of the tracks on it.
But his live stream was great. He played his new avant-garde album, and then he played about a 5-minute. It seemed like a 5-minute selection from the Hackensack West, and then he was playing his guitar live.
How dare you, Harry?
Harry, stay away from here. You have COVID. We don't want to catch it. Okay.
We don't want to catch COVID.
He tells everyone he has COVID, and he goes on every fucking stream. I know I got it on every stream, but I don't have COVID. So
did they even talk about the average time it takes to enter an album into Discogs when it's not there?
we didn't. No one asked that.
No, well, you know what? I should have joined, because the thing I wish they would do is enhance the collection part of it, and like the search within the stuff you already have in your collection, because the search is dog shit. Like
people are asking.
Here's why I say that. If I want to find every Blue Note in my collection, if I type in Blue Note, it includes every record that has the word blue in it, and every record that has the word fucking note in it. It's stupid as fuck.
Well, they were answering as many questions as people were asking, and they had sometimes they didn't know, and they said, "Hey, that's a good idea." It's worth checking out. Is it a deep dive? Totally no, but they came up there. They'll come back in probably 6 months. But the app was a big thing for me. I like using the app, but it's a shitty app. So
I think Mazzy scared him away, Delphina.
Hey, Mark Glassman. That's because you tried to stick your floppy disk in the wrong portal.
That was a forced joke that didn't work very well.
Listen, I don't need your shit, man.
What's up, Mike? You're on mute.
Not much. Just enjoying my last, I guess, I had one more day of being able to really play the music loud.
Okay.
Will the family come home?
Yeah, my wife and daughter in St. Martin.
Oh, cool.
They return like tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So get that Pete Jolly record in black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
You might hate it. I'm just really curious. Although I think you might like it actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream it just to see what kind of music it is.
Yeah. Try to stream it through speakers though, instead of just like on a phone speaker.
Oh, I don't do that. I use my AirPods if nothing else.
Okay.
Stream it while you're playing another record, but turn the stream down really low.
Yeah, that's fair. Feel like the Ornette Coleman record with two quartets playing at the same time.
Maybe I'm off base, but
no, I'm telling you, there were several people that talked about it for a while on the Discord. So
yes,
it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. I really liked that. It wasn't like this big thing I had to think about. It really sounded real. The music was fun in my house.
Can you show the cover again, Mazzy?
Needle Groove. It's Pete Jolly meets the rhythm section.
No, it's not.
This one, Pete Jolly. It's Pete Jolly called Seasons, Light in the Attic. Produced by Herb Alpert, 1970. There's like an insert telling about it. Apparently, I don't know if I've heard the time they sampled, but apparently a lot of artists have sampled it. Apparently, a lot of artists have sampled it over the years. So maybe I've heard bits. Maybe you've heard bits and pieces.
I think
so. Needle Groove likes it. Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
He showed it on. He might have showed it on his channel on a video.
Did he?
Yeah. Did Old Dirty Bastard sample it?
I haven't shown it yet because I just really. It's been here for about a week and a half, and I just played it 2 nights ago.
That's fair, Nicole.
It's jazzy, Nicole. But it's not.
Oh yeah,
Marcella, you'd like it. I think you might like it.
That's awesome, man.
It's pretty bad when Mazzy's hoping someone's in the peanut gallery that he could say would like it.
Yeah,
I don't know if they like it. Maybe they'll hate it. I don't care. Whatever.
Herb Alpert stuff did sound good.
He's a great, producer. I mean, whatever you say. I mean, those team rap records.
He's great. And I always say, listen to I streamed it. I didn't judge it before I listened to it.
You're full of shit.
I mean, that old A&M stuff, I got about 20 of their records. I got Herb Alpert. I got
Sergio Mendes.
I sold most of the Sergio Mendes shit to
so it's
Elliot.
got Chuck Begeroff, Paul Humphrey, John Bassano, Milt Holland, and Emil Richards.
The Sergio Mendes stuff is interesting. I actually kind of regretted one of the ones I sold because it had a cool cover. But
we'll get the one that I would the Brazil '77 one. What is it called? The rust-colored cover. I'm just blanking out. The real Brazilian one. That is fucking amazing.
You know the one that's like Crystal something or other? It's like that's
no,
the name of it.
God damn it! I just blanked out. I'm an old man.
I did sell it to Elliot, and he likes it.
Hey, Mazzy, did you ask the Discogs guys if they would make a new category called Jazzy?
Oh, oh man.
No.
There's an Emil Richards Impulse record. Does anyone own it? I've been looking for that one.
Who?
Emil Richards. He played with George Harrison and Ravi Shankar. This record, Primal Roots, is excellent.
I have that record.
Oh man,
the Emil Richards record on Impulse.
It is so good.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, Angelo gave it to me.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. The Journey to Bliss.
It's a live recording, right? Am I wrong about that?
I don't remember. It's Is it called Journey to Bliss?
It's like him on the cover, and he's got blue and green and stuff.
Let's see if I can find it real quick. Y'all keep talking.
What record did you just show, Mazzy?
Which time? Pete Jolly
just showed a record just now on your phone.
I showed Primal Roots, Brazil '77. Oh. Fantastic. Get the A&M, the original with the kind of brownish cover label from the with 69.
Yeah, here it is. This is the one I have. Is this one you're talking about, Rob?
No, that's not the one.
No,
this one's good though. It's still him. So.
Yes.
Nice mustache.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
God, that looks like. I'm sorry. That looks like when in the '60s movies when a white guy plays an Indian and they put makeup on a phony mustache. Like Peter Sellers or something.
I mean, I think that's kind of what he's going for here on the cover. So
go to the window.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. Let's not embrace every culture tonight.
Let's not do racist.
Yes.
Impressions.
Peter Sellers, right?
Yeah, Peter Sellers.
Exactly. Is it called The Guru? What's the Peter Sellers?
The party.
You're
thinking of the Mike Myers movie.
No, but right. But there was one with Peter Sellers too. And not Alice B. Toklas.
I mean, y'all have Tijuana Brass records, right? Don't y'all?
My favorite Herb Alpert. There's two. This Boy's in Love with You, the only one he sings on, and then the song from the James Bond movie, right?
I like the first two.
Yeah,
the one when he's with the woman on his arm, he's holding his trumpet.
Yeah, that's every one of them, Mazzy.
Exactly, Delfino.
He's holding his trumpet on every cover. It's like a Grateful Dead record with the skulls on it.
With the murderous claw. See, Jeffrey, I got chastised for a while whenever I say the murderer Jim Gordon, and now I've read the book. I realize there's more to the story, and it's as tragic as it is. In fact, I know I'm going to promote it now. Tomorrow morning, my interview comes up. I talked to Joel Selman, who wrote that book, and the family and a bunch of people wouldn't talk to him. But once, and he was working on this book for the last few years. Once a year ago, Jim Gordon died. They came out, they read what he had, and they opened up to interviews, which is really interesting. And they read it, and they kind of understood what he was going through. Not to, defend him at all, but the mental issues that he had, the schizophrenia.
Were these family or friends and family?
Both. Eric Clapton wouldn't talk though. He's because he won't give any publishing to Rita Coolidge, who actually kind of wrote that piano piece and for Layla. Jim Gordon put his name on it.
Oh, that's nice, Nicole. Look at this, man.
Thank you, Nicole. Those of us of a certain age will remember. Probably not just Jewish parents, maybe a lot of New Yorkers too. Those Alan Sherman records when we were kids, that was pre-Beatles, obviously Camp Granada that everyone knows, but he would basically, someone in modern times would be Weird Al Yankovic, who would take songs and use the melodies and change the lyrics and do parodies. And those were fantastic comedy shtick records at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nicole. That was very sweet of you.
When I want to listen to an older Jewish man utter nonsense, I just look in the mirror.
Yes, exactly. No, Marcus, you're going to have to hear about Jim Gordon for a while.
We've been hearing about it for 2 weeks, it seems like.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize half the records he was on. I mean, pretty much like a ton of records.
If you want to talk about Kim Gordon from Sonic Youth, it's fine. That's allowed.
Well, I can talk about Jim Gordon, Batman's the police commissioner, Gordon.
Yeah, that'd be good. Felipe, do you know the Ipanemas? It's a band from Brazil, I think.
Yes, I do. I have some CDs and stuff, but not no vinyl here to show. They're good, pretty good.
What kind of music is it?
Traditional bossa.
You can tell if Illimax is trying to be like a jokester or just totally hates me. Like
I don't know. It'd be nice, Illimax, from a time your ass out.
I can be an asshole like Rob if you want me to.
No, we don't like
I'm offended.
Victor Feldman?
Victor
Feldman's awesome. Well, I don't know about his late stuff.
Hey, Marvin.
But most of his stuff's good.
Where's Mike tonight?
I don't know. He's studying for an interview we have tomorrow morning.
Botox injection.
He's studying for an interview?
Yeah.
For a new job?
No. We're interviewing someone tomorrow. I'm just kidding, but yeah. We're interviewing.
Is it a secret?
Can you give us a clue?
It's a jazz artist that we're interviewing tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pete Jolly?
Yes, Pete Jolly.
Yes.
Is he what can you tell what instrument he plays?
Keyboards.
Yeah.
How do you know it's a he?
Oh.
Very sexist of you, man.
That is true, Mazzy.
Yeah.
There's plenty of great lady jazz.
So in touch.
Okay.
Well, we're also going to be interviewing.
Is it Susan Muscarella?
No.
Okay.
We're also going to be interviewing a female jazz artist soon too.
Tomorrow
Is it
Mazzy, they're
Myra
interviewing.
Melford? Is it Myra Melford?
No, Mazzy. Tomorrow they're interviewing a guy who wrote a book about Jim Gordon.
That's true.
Jim Gordon jazz.
No,
Yeah.
Actually, did you know Jim Gordon was related to Dexter Gordon?
no, I don't even know who Jim Gordon is.
Okay.
You're better off.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so let's get track correction here. Just to go on Spectrum, since you mentioned some Brazilian artists, I got some records from Elemental out of Spain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought some records from Elemental like 5-6 years ago. And
You're just getting them?
No, I got new ones.
Okay.
Yeah, 5-6 years ago is kind of past, yes. So, but that I'm talking present now. So there's two latest releases here. Osmar Milito. He's a conductor. So this is a more orchestrated record, but
wait, that's the same Elemental that does all the Record Store Day stuff, right?
Yes, yeah. They have been doing Brazilian releases for a long time. There's nothing new. They just got some new ones that they released. They have been doing this. It's very consistent, very good. Some are very sought after because they're sold out. Especially some Gal Costa records, George Bain. They did a really good job. They also did the Blue Notes, right? Really great release, really great sounding, great pressing. Highly recommend. Just released. I am going to make a review on those because I found this quite important. And also Tom Zé. Tom Zé was the most important artist from the Tropicalia movement when they mixed psych, foreign sounds with more like local Brazilian, little bit of samba, regional sounds. And Tom Zé is one of the great poet, lyricist. This record is great. The title is Todos os Olhos, which means all eyes, and it's like a marble in a mouth. Although it looks like something else, but it's a marble in a mouth. Okay.
Oh, I see. It was kind of freaking me out at first.
Hold on, Felipe. Yeah. What else does it look like?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Looks like somebody's squeezing out a turd.
Yeah. But the pressings are good. The quality of the jacket.
How often have you had that opportunity to watch that, Chris?
I don't know.
Yeah. And one more issue I wanted to show. I think we talked about it. I'm not sure who else has it. I sold my MoFi and got this Kevin cut from Jackpot.
What's your assessment?
I found this a good improvement. I mean, the piano sound, not so different, but the guitar sound is really, really shines and pops much better here. You hear really the fingers picking the strings, more echo in the room. The guitar sounds way better here. I really like
now
the sound.
Compared to what? Compared to the MoFi?
To the MoFi, and I don't have an OG, but I have the chance to listen to the OG also.
Yeah.
And this is clearer here. It's more defined for sure.
I'm going to have to listen to the MoFi to see if I care enough.
I think the MoFi sucks. I've had that, and I have the OG. The OG sounds worlds better than the MoFi.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No. No, I wasn't born yet, Harry.
Yeah, he's not old like you, Harry.
Hey, please give Harry some slack. He's delusional and he's seeing double. That's only one. That's only Felipe doesn't have a twin, Harry. So calm down.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, and another record that Chris showed, Mike showed as well, and still available, cheap, comes from Canada. The latest Oida Pena.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
this is a Finnish free jazz avant-garde current band. Their early records was like a one-man band. He recorded everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have bigger ensembles, and all the records. If you go back to their back catalog, they're hard to find. They sell out, and they're outstanding. There's one that's called Iani. You cannot find it for very cheap, which is my favorite. But this is the latest cheap available. Buy it while there's time. And
is that a reissue or a current album?
No, there's a current album. There's a current band, and they put records like constantly. So people should keep an eye on those guys because they're good, and once they're sold out, hard to find. They're really sought after.
The crazy thing about that record is, like you said, it's free jazz. It's also folky though, and it's like Finnish folky. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
really interesting.
Yeah, highly recommend Oida Pena. Really good. Yeah.
I couldn't believe they were from Finland. I thought they were going to be from Brazil or something. Just looking at the cover, you know.
Right? Yeah. I'm just going to show one more that came this week. There's a really good record here. The Exciting New Organ of John Patterson with Booker Irvin.
Nice.
It's 7331. It's a more like newer, right? More recent on Prestige. It's a golden label.
No, weird.
Yeah.
No, but, I have a Saxophone Colossus stereo on that golden label.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a trio: Don Patterson, Billy James, and Booker Irvin.
I don't know if I have any.
Does Booker Irvin kind of take over the record? Is it just
no? It's very balanced, melodic. I think still it's an organ record for sure, but very bluesy, very slow paced, kind of like Blue Hour-ish in a sense, you know. But I really dig this one. It was surprised me. It came as a bonus with an OG that I bought that I'm going to show later. And it came as a gift. It's really good. Surprised me. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Very cool. Did you buy that? You didn't buy that.
No, it was $100. I mean, how many copies do you need of Saxophone? Even though the cover was cool, I'll show a picture of it.
It wasn't as cool as the real one, though.
No, but it'd be interesting to see. I don't know if anyone knows that this is a French issue. Were there, especially, I'm not buying $100 record that has some wear on it.
Is that writing someone wrote, or is that on the art?
They put it, so Amoeba.
Oh, they put it in the plastic, right?
They put it on the plastic.
God,
but
they seal them up like fucking.
Does anyone know that in the French did covers like that? It'd be interesting to see. Plus, I don't know how that saxophone is not in the correct size.
That's a little. That's like a little soprano.
Yeah,
looks like a pipe.
Doesn't it say not actual size, like in small type underneath?
Put weed in that one, in that saxophone.
There's a little saying. I think you could see it at the bottom. I think it says "F.U. Mazzy." Right?
Oh, it does. Look at that.
You find that in numerous areas.
This whole channel's dedicated to it.
I think I might have bought Mike a coffee. Maybe not. Maybe you bought you probably bought your own.
Hey, Hey, I did find another world saxophone quartet playing Duke Ellington.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, and this is
not very nice.
This is a digital recording, but you know that people I know. I think I'm going to say Notes and Tones was the first one to turn us on to these guys, but their records are not expensive and they're not hard to find. So I've already accumulated. I don't know how many they put out. I have like 7 of their records.
If people can't play nice in the comments,
I can't believe Rob bought that over Pete Jolly.
Listen, I have a strict no Pete Jolly thing in this house.
I mean, it is a shit ass name, Pete Jolly. It's a horrible name. I would have changed my name for
you know, it was really funny, Mazzy. After listening to the record, I didn't feel very jolly.
Yeah, of course.
So the record is not jolly good.
It's
you
actually,
know what it is? It's weird. He's playing these obviously these synthesizers, and there's just it feels like static and the lead
like pitches grooves. It's a lot of weird shit.
It takes a weird to get going, and it's just weird.
All right, I want to take a pause. I want to make a little bit of an announcement. We're trying to have a fun channel here where everybody's welcome and everybody can get along with each other. And if you can't do that on the screen or in the comments, then you're gonna have to take a little break. So
Second.
Mm-hmm. Saxophone slap-ups wasn't nearly as popular.
Can you time Louis out, please?
That would be a good. That would be a good AI cover.
I enjoyed that, Louis.
Yeah, that was funny. That's pretty good.
Very good, Louis.
This one's less good, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's funny.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a bunch of shit that's just like that I've had for a long time that I just haven't like put away yet.
Dude, I have a stack of like 30 records over there.
There's so much crap that's not filed. It's just in boxes or in unorganized cubicles.
Yep, that's how it works.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you. Let me find. There's one I wanted to show everybody that I just loved. I listened to it before. I listened to it again this week. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah, The Trust.
Yeah, man.
And that's on the same label as the Europena record.
Yeah, it is. It's on what is it? We Are Busybodies, right?
Yeah.
So this is a guy named Wilbur Niles and his girlfriend at the time. What's her name? Michelle
McNeil.
Yeah, but I can't remember her first name. I was just looking. Michelle McNeil, yeah. She plays like a bunch of different keyboards on it. He plays guitar and synthesizer and stuff, but he played with, I think it was B.B. King and some other folks, just like as a touring musician.
They're from Ohio, right, Chris?
Do what?
Ohio, right? They're in Ohio.
Yeah, he was from Ohio, right. And they recorded this in Akron in an outbuilding at a car wash, like in 1979. Yeah, 1979.
Can you hear Can you hear the coins dropping in the tip bucket?
No, but it's funny. And there's an interview that I think Spin did with him. I looked it up, and he said the building had a concrete ceiling, so the sound of the drums was so bad they put a big beach umbrella over the drums to try to kind of muffle the ceiling. And then
what era is that recorded in?
1979.
79.
Yeah. And so it's really funky, kind of. It's jazzy, Nicole. It's like it's super funky. A lot of guitar, a lot of interesting synthesizers. But he put out about
raw, right?
Yeah,
it's so raw, right? It's so
very
good.
raw. Yeah, it's not an audiophile recording by any means, but it sounds good. So,
and they'll just go for a lot of money, right, Chris?
$1,200.
Yeah,
because they made 500 of them, and then I think people started sampling it. I think Jay Dilla featured one of the tracks on some of his tunes. So, yeah, they put out. So Wilbur Niles, this was I think the first record they put out of his, but We Are Busybodies has put out about 10 of his records from his catalog.
The cover looks like one of those lighthouse brochures they leave at your door.
Yeah, the music's not though.
But you so Mazzy, you got that casket brochure I sent you.
It's not
like the cover,
I'm not talking about the Neptune Society.
I got that in the mail. That really made my day.
Poetry or something, you know.
Right. But the cool thing is it them? I'm trying to remember. I bought another record. Yeah, it's them. I bought another one of Wilbur Niles' records from them on Bandcamp, and they're out of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So the record cost $18 because it was like $25 Canadian. The shipping was $10, but so it was like $30 all in, which I thought was fine.
Yeah, $30 shipped. Yeah, it's a great deal. Great deal.
There's some other shit. I'm gonna show this actually. They have a series of what's it called? South African stuff they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Because I listened to a couple of them, and this one looked really cool. So let me make this big and we'll look at it. I want to see if anybody knows this stuff. Share screen.
I like it when you narrate what you're doing.
Hey man, whatever. Leave me alone. All right. So I don't know how to fix the windows. I'm glad Mike's not here to bitch about it. So this is called the Peacemaker by Mike Malcall. I don't know how to say his last name. I wish Steven was here so he could tell us. But anyway, I'll listen to this. This is pretty cool. These are all limited to 500 copies.
Now, what is that one?
So he's a saxophonist, and he and I'll show you the other ones in a second. I don't know any of these guys, but go to Bandcamp and stream them, see if you like them. Again, they're pretty affordable too. Let's see, $25 Canadian for these records, which is like $18.
Is that We Are Busybodies? We Are Busybodies.
Yeah, it's We Are Busybodies, but this is a sub. We Are As Shams, I guess. So if you click here, they've got I don't know how to say it. Whatever. They've got all these records they're putting out, and they're all like South African jazz, and all these guys played with each other. If you look into them, it's really kind of interesting. What did I say? It's funny, or did somebody make a comment? It's funny.
I'm just in my 5th grade humor mode. That's all.
Ass. So I said ass. That's hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, these look pretty cool. I'm probably gonna pick up a couple of them. I like this one just because the cover's neat.
Well, if you. I know that Felipe was saying that one, but if you had to pick one out of all these.
So actually, I kind of studied up on these the other night. This Shrimp Boats record is kind of one of the early ones from all these guys.
That's the guy from the Forrest Gump movies.
Oh, no,
oh my God.
Mama said you were like a box of chocolates.
No, shit. It can't be
Mike
him.
Started it with his 5th grade humor.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they got legs.
You know what? Wait. Go. Okay, after you show this, go back to that other one.
Oh, wait, I forgot this one's sold out. Damn it. Okay, so this one's interesting because, let me see. I just realized this. Mazzy, you know this guy. So Basil Coetzee, he's a saxophonist that played on that Dollar Brand record that we both like so much.
Oh, okay.
What's that called? Cape Town Fringe?
I always get him confused with Basil Smikle.
I don't know.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, he does. Nobody's ever.
Mike knows who Basil Smikle.
I know who he is.
I like Basil Smikle. That's a weird ass name.
Can we time Mazzy out?
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I can't
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Go to the bottom there. Blue stomp. The blue stomp. Oh.
Sorry. What now?
The Blue Stompin'. I've seen that record. Do you?
Okay.
Has anyone gotten that?
No.
This one, yeah. I've seen that out and about. I think that might be one of the more popular titles.
Maybe so. Let's see. Originally released on Rashid Valley's As Shams the Sun. Oh, okay. So this is the label all these are from, I guess. Tour de Force many of two similarly unlikely saxophone collaborators. Okay. Oh, and it's got Dollar Brand on it. So sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check. I'm gonna listen to all these.
Did that guy lose something in his trumpet?
Looks like it. He's like,
Yeah.
But they also have. Hang on, I want to show the regular.
That one has the coolest cover. Is that one really good? Peacemaker.
Which one, this one?
Yes.
Yeah. I listened to about half of it yesterday. What I could stream for free, and I liked it. I'm probably gonna pick it up next. This one just came out too.
Yeah. And 25 Canadian, right? It's a bargain.
Yeah, 25 Canadian. Yeah.
It's like $5 American, right?
It is. Yes. Now they have some other stuff. Where is it at? Hang on. Well, that's kind of interesting looking. They got some King Gizzard. Where's the Wilbur Niles stuff here? So the Thrust, they still have that, I think.
Couple, yeah.
Only 14 remaining. Y'all should go buy it for real. Let's sell it out.
Yeah, let's sell it out tonight. Yes.
That's the record everybody should buy. Anyway, yeah, come back, Mazzy.
See what you did? You chased them away, Chris.
I didn't do it. You did it. Actually, Mike did it. It's Mike's fault this time. So here's all the other Wilbur Niles stuff they have. They have a bunch of them. I heard. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I bought Thrust 2.
Is Thrust the best one out of all of them?
That's the only one I have, and me and Felipe both like it a whole lot. So yeah, yeah. I think they're kind of a cool, smaller label. It's putting out neat shit.
Yeah. Just want to talk about another label. Chris, I think I shared with you guys today. I was talking to Mike as well. I'm going to put it right here.
I'm going to put it.
It's called Giant Step Art. I was reading about some new releases there. It's a ORG label. It is put together by Jimmy Katz, the photographer.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a small production label. They take contributions. It's CD and streaming, but their output is amazing. I listened to some of those records. I got some files, listened to them. The material is top notch. I really, really like what I heard. And it's a small label. I think it's important for us to take a look, check out if you like it, support, because they're doing really outstanding stuff. How do you like them, Mike?
I like it a lot. I have the Jonathan Blake. It's a double CD.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? It's in the next row. This one right here.
Yeah. It has Linda May, right?
Yeah. And well, it's funny when I ordered it from Bandcamp, and it came like you could tell it came directly from Jonathan Blake's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He actually had his address on there, and it's really good. I enjoy it. Chris Potter. That's an excellent, I like Jonathan Blake's excellent drummer. I mean, he's like, I guess like the whole month of December, he was in the drum, chair at the Vanguard because he played with Kenny Barron, who I can't even recall who else, but basically he was in the seat at the Vanguard for about a month on drums.
Yeah,
I'm controlling the sharing, Nicole, and I'm not as good as Mike, but
and Jason Palmer is an excellent trumpet player. He's on the latest Mark Turner that's on ECM. He's playing on that, I believe.
Those are great photographs.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're probably Jimmy Katz photographs.
Wow,
yeah,
they're really good.
Yeah,
I just want to tell you, Mike. I just watched 2 of Basil Smykel's TED Talks while I went off. They're great.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Elliot.
Full house.
Yeah. Well, we upgraded the streamer. We actually have 12 people at once now, which seems.
Good evening.
Wow,
Hey,
Mr. Lassman,
Even Mike, even the edge.
Mr. Cruz.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. Goldman. God, wow.
It's a tough one.
Golden.
Well, I'm making you more Jewish than you really are.
Right.
Yeah.
In these difficult times, Mazzy, we're all Jewish.
That's fair.
Oh, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
I want to look for my Jimmy Katz book of photographs, but I don't know where it is. But like in the I guess the 90s and the 2000s, he was like the photographer.
Yeah.
I know he is, yeah.
On Blue Note. Actually, I have a friend who's a freelance photographer, and he would always complain about Jimmy Katz
because he's getting all the gigs.
Yeah.
He was doing like that sundown, really hot front fill light, like big soft block. You can tell by the look of it. You know who did that back in the 70s? There was a guy named Moshe Braca who did like Ball Skag Silk Degrees and did Richie Havens, where he's kind of standing looking over, and did some Carly Simon. It's a similar style of stuff. Great photographer.
Yeah.
So Roberto just called me the Canadian waxed. I don't know how to take that.
Not well. Don't say
it. Just,
all right, guys, I'm out of here.
just melt it.
Again, you have to have a thick skin around here. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I think you only act that way in the peanut gallery. You're like it's we all kind of are different wherever we are, on or off the screen.
Yeah.
No, well, last one's the same.
Oh, I'm the same. Yeah. I'm like Mike. I've been my wife and my son have been away in the Caribbean for the last week, so I've had the house the whole week to myself. I've been playing music like crazy until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's great.
But I mean, I live in a detached house, so I'm not bothering any neighbors or anything like that. So I've been like playing it really loud.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Last one, I ordered that Mal Waldron Moods record. So
oh, good. I was gonna say there's tons of copies on Discogs.
Well, yeah, but they're in like Europe and stuff. There, I ordered one with probably a shit cover, but the record's mint. Mine.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird set because the first record is just like that. The reissue, the one that came out, everyone wanted the Japanese one. It's almost similar kind of music, but it's got Steve Lacy on it with Tiramisu Hinu.
Yeah.
The second record is just like a solo Mal Waldron, which is amazing too. But that first record is killer.
I streamed it. It's worth owning. That's a good record.
Cool.
That's the problem with when you show shit.
Sorry.
Then I go look for it. Yeah.
I'm gonna been showing everything I've been playing the last couple of days because it's just too much stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of Japanese, I just put one more link from We Are Busybodies.
That's a good one.
Couple weeks, like I think last year, December, I bought the on OG of this one. This record is like really good. Totally very worth it.
Mike, you finally let me down on a recommendation.
What?
Everything else,
Billy Strayhorn?
I've everything else that I've got, you've recommended, the albums and books have been great. But I got this Strayhorn book, Something to Live For.
Yeah.
And boy, it is like reading an algebra equation. Dan, this is so technical musically that I just my eyes gloss over as I read. But I'm getting through it. But next time I'm going to look for one on Strayhorn that is more about a biographical type.
Okay, it's I'm going to mispronounce the guy's name wrong, but it's David Hadju. That's the biography of Billy Strayhorn.
It's referenced in here.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
This breaks down measure by measure.
Yeah.
And I can't even read the names of the chords in here, much less understanding the concepts of how it's all being put together musically and everything. But then there'll be bits and pieces that are more biographical, like.
Right.
I think it's real interesting about where he was with Ellington as far as what he was doing.
That's what I like about it. It talks about not only the relationship, but it talks about it in a musical way.
Yeah, it does, and that's the good part.
That acoustic sounds on masterpieces on Ellington that everyone puts up. Yeah. That was basically a Billy Strayhorn session. He wrote the arrangements for all those songs.
The Columbia red covered one, right?
Right. He did the arrangements for all of that. That was like Duke, because Duke Ellington's always busy. He's always busy. So a lot of stuff like that, when they had dates and, you got to do the arrangements, that would go to Strayhorn.
That was an interesting thing. They really had a hard time.
Arrangements.
A lot of people, there was always a question of who wrote what, and this guy seems to figure it out pretty well. Based on their musical backgrounds, I guess, and everything.
Right.
But boy, I needed to first take about 4 courses of music theory before I started reading this one. But like I say, I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it, and I'll get something out of it.
Right. And that guy that wrote that book, he discovered, went through Strayhorn's notes and stuff like that, and there's a I think it's 3. I think I have 3. There's series that of Billy Strayhorn's arrangements, writings that the Dutch Jazz Orchestra does that are really good.
He talks about that in here.
Yeah, they're amazing. And you could find those on CD like cheap now, I would think.
And they're really, it looks like 4 archives that he used for this. Yeah. 2 Ellington archives and 2 Strayhorn archives housed in different places.
Right.
He's able to look at the original books or the original notes and try to figure a lot of that out. But some of it wasn't written down, it looks like. But for anybody interested that has a good music theory background, something to live for, the music of Billy Strayhorn. If they've got a good musical background.
Well, speaking of good books, I know this isn't jazz related. I'm going to pull a Mazzy here. It's not the Beatles, but it's related because it's the blues. I'm just joking, Mazzy. It's the blues. It's the new book by Lene Denise about Big Mama Thornton.
Oh.
So why Willie Mae Thornton
Jim Gordon
matters?
played drums on all of her records, I think.
That's right. It's really good. It's a different perspective. It's just talking about, being African American and queer and in the blues, mostly a male dominated, music back in the 50s. It's a really good book. And she really goes in depth into, the discography and things like that. It's really good.
Cool.
I just started yesterday. It's pretty, I'm not halfway through yet, but I'm enjoying it.
Okay. That's one I'll put on my list.
Yeah, I think it just came out like a month ago.
What's the title?
It's Why Willie Mae Thornton Matters.
Why Willie Mae Thornton Matters. Okay.
Yeah, by Lene Denise.
Mike, do you have this?
I do not. I have her latest.
Me too. This is
I got you. Hold on.
Halverson.
Let me make Louis big.
It's Mary Halverson. I have her most recent one and this one as well.
I have that.
This is great. They're both really good.
Yeah, I love the latest one. And just sorry to interrupt, but just because you brought her up, but I'm on Monday. Me and Roberto are going to the Jazz Gallery to see Tomas Fujiwara, who probably playing drums on that one. I wouldn't be. And
yes, he is.
And Temeka Reed, and they're having 2 groups, and they're playing like 30-minute sets. Okay. And then I think in the Temeka Reed group, Mary Halverson might be there. I'm not sure. So.
Yeah,
is her new album on Nonsuch?
Yep.
Nonsuch.
Yeah, I have that too, and they're both they're different.
Yeah,
which is great, but they're both great.
I like the composition on the latest one. The compositions I think are much better.
So, this reminds me of another. I don't know how new Mary Halverson is, but there's I should have gotten it when I was just standing up, but Ellen Andrea Wang, I've talked about her before. Do you know who she is? She's a bass player. She's her name is Asian, but she's from the Netherlands. And sorry.
Are you going to show your Wang?
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, you're the one who never knows.
So I don't know why these are, because Mary's a guitar player and this person's a bass player, but the compositions remind me of each other. This is Ellen Andrea Wang, Diving. And this one is the one I like a little bit more, called Closeness. And if you like, it's different. So I hesitate to say if you like Mary Halverson, you'll like these, but stream this and see what you think, because I'd really be curious to see what you'd think. And I'd say that
about streaming it, because it'll sound like Pete Jolly.
I'd say Erasmus is a song off of this. It's track 1, side 1 on this that you'll get a good idea of what she's about. Just check it out, see what you think. You might like it.
I'm gonna check that one out, Louis. Thanks.
Is that it? Is that Louis? Is that it?
I didn't have a plan. I just thought of that when I was thinking of Mike, and I thought.
Well, I thought you would show more Wang, but
okay, I can show a little bit more Wang. I got some.
You have this one, Louis?
No, I don't. What is it?
Hold on. I think I'm going to regret this. Okay.
No. Do you have the ones? Do you have the one that I showed?
That first one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. How does this compare to that?
I think this is more out there than it. No.
I mean, you're speaking my language. Obviously,
think it is. I think it is.
Do you have that one, Mike? The one that Massey just showed?
I do not. I have most of my stuff. Her is on CD, and then I have a lot. Not a lot, but John Zorn has has a label, the alto player, and she has some good ensembles, and she's featured in some good ensembles on that label, and I have all of that stuff.
Roger's seen her. I think she's at Big Ears again. She's going to Big Ears.
Yeah, that's cool.
In Knoxville.
I got a hot take. I don't like this. Fucking vocals ruined.
You know what? It was nice seeing you this evening.
Well, I can't see what it is, Louis. What is it?
It's karma.
I'll make you
get this instead.
Instead, get the beat.
Pharaoh Sanders. Okay.
I've listened to it 3 times. It's all right, but I really didn't like it at first, and the vocals really put me off, and I don't like it.
I knew you were gonna say the vocals. Yeah,
that's the biggest complaint about that album.
Yeah. So, I think it's still in court, right? I got to listen to it a little bit more. I'm not going to take something that most people think is a seminal album.
Pull your Wang back out and show that.
Right.
Have you checked out any other albums out by him, Louis?
No, but I'm starting to stream various things. I'm looking for suggestions because I'm not about to.
Was it you asked for suggestions on Discord?
Yeah, Tembe is the one I'm going to go for next.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, that was everybody's suggestion. I just need to get into it. You know what I mean? Because it's I'm not gonna not like this record and then be like, I'm not gonna listen to Pharoah Sanders at all.
No, dude, he's got. I don't know what I missed, but he's got some just regular traditional straight.
Yeah.
Hold on, Chris. Louis was ripping Pharoah Sanders apart. You need.
I already told Chris I can't handle this record.
Wouldn't it be boring if we all liked and disliked the same shit though?
Exactly. Yeah, Mass has got a point. I mean, it's not because everybody says it's good.
Hold on, Felipe. Mazzy's just trying to win you over for that Pete Jolly record.
Wait, someone's gonna,
He's knocking on the wrong door.
Yeah,
I can't believe I'm the only one that's gonna like that record, so.
Mark, I was talking about this on the Discord last night. This is Joshua Abrams.
Okay,
it's solo bass. Bass is it's not a real. I mean, okay, how do I say this right? He's playing an instrument, just him, no overdubs, right? Straight to tape. And he's the guy from he is, for the most part, Natural Information Society.
Okay.
So it's super avant. It's super.
That's like the jazz record of the season.
The time since time is gravity. Yeah.
So what I was saying, you asked the other night about recommendations for Pharoah Sanders, right? On Discord?
I did. Yeah.
Okay, so I put check out Deaf, Dumb, and Blind. I think you like that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, Vinyl Me Please did a reissue of that, but Louis, there's a Superior Viaduct version that's pretty affordable, I think. And their albums sound great. They're great.
Yeah. I have actually. This is Superior Viaduct, is it not? Yeah, this. Yeah. And this Don
Stranded's label, Stranded Records label.
Is this Don Pullen?
Well, their jazz label's called something else, but yeah, those are Superior Viaduct.
Yeah. These are great.
I want that Don Pullen. I'm gonna check that out.
But yeah, this is
San Francisco.
Did you get that when me and you went to the record store? This one?
No, I
okay.
had my eye on it, and it was in my I didn't make a decision on it then.
He's
I bought
cheating on you, Chris.
Right? Yeah, no, he's cheating on me going to the record store with other people.
No, I went by myself because you wouldn't, because you have a job or something.
Lovers quarrel.
This thing of working, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. Like, and you know what? Like, I'm going to continue to describe my free jazz experiences like horror movies the way that I did in the Discord because it's perfectly accurate. But it doesn't mean I don't like it. You know what I mean? Because this sounds like it sounds like he is trying his ass off to destroy whatever's in the room with him.
No, but you were the guy who was touting the what's that Texas label?
Yeah, Astral Spirits. But that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. I like it. Just because I'm describing it in that way doesn't mean I don't like it. You know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to bring that record up and point it out.
Did you make it like
have you heard of Cam Meslin? He's a French bass player. I'll post it later on Discord. I'll play it later because I was going to play it later anyways. And you'll see the cover. It's really good. His name is Cam Meslin, and it's called, I can't pronounce it. It's Phantom Futures.
Put it like
solo bass.
Like link to it or put the name of it.
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh yeah, put it in the Discord.
But you know, there are a ton of great bass only records like that Dave Holland record, Emerald Isles. That thing's awesome. Louis, look into that album, Emerald Isles, Dave Holland.
Or the from Nimbus West, Roberto Remand.
Well, put it in the Discord, and I'll definitely stream all of them because I'm like I'm on task with this shit. Hey, not jazz, but does anybody else have Dom's record, Material Objects?
Yeah, I have both of them.
That's the first one.
Okay, yeah, this is the first one. He sent it, like, I didn't know I was ordering it directly from him when I ordered it, but he sent me a note sticker, a little.
I have both. That's
There's the new one sold out, or I would.
Emerald Tears.
It's kind of freaking me out. Did somebody mention Emily Rimler, or is this just
no?
No, we haven't.
It sounds.
Yeah,
is she on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit?
Guitar she recorded mostly for Concord. She was excellent. Died young.
Well, it's interesting because I heard a song of hers today on an album called, I think it's called Transitions.
Yeah.
On Concord. I want to get that record, but it's kind of pricey. It's like a $40 record, which is pricey to me.
Yeah, that's and that's the problem you're gonna have with that Concord label, because it's not gonna be a priority to reissue any of that stuff because that's the original Concord.
They need to do I have that. There's a Kenny Burrell record where he's playing acoustic guitar. I luckily found that record for $7. That's an expensive record.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the Ray Brown Solar.
Okay.
That one they need to. Chad, I thought said he's reissuing that. Right?
Rob, do you have this?
Yes, I do. You know what?
This is freaking awesome.
You could probably go into an Amazon warehouse and buy that record for $13. It'll be the best $13 you ever spent.
I got this a long time, or last year, I think.
Yeah, that might be of all those Concord Candid reissues. That might be one of the better ones.
Is it just me are the Candid reissues like these are like tanks? They're like platter.
They're great. No, they're fucking awesome. Yeah, they're great. They're great.
What other one do I
they
have?
send them to you?
Well, they've been
buy 10 of them like 6 months before they come out, Mazzy.
They've been inconsistent, Louis, with like the record store day titles have shitty covers.
What else do I have? I have.
They've been really dirty as well.
Yeah, well, they were pressed at that United pressing plant. Horrible. Yeah, horrible.
Well, I guess the rest of y'all got 20/20 vision, but I have no idea what Louis held up. I couldn't read that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He said everyone laugh at it was a sign that said everyone laugh at Elliot.
Sorry, Elliot. It's I'm not good at showing records like that. The world of Cecil Taylor. Yeah, I can take it out.
Thank you.
But man, I teach these people how to show records.
I just got the Booker Irvin from Amazon Warehouse for $15. That thing is awesome.
Oh, I got the
Little,
Charles
Booker
Mingus, the blue one. In
Mingus plays Mingus.
No,
Incantations.
Yeah. And it's like solid and like this. It's got a square rim because it's so thick. It's ridiculous.
But that's what Record Store Day is. They're coming out with like alternative songs from that, right? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I didn't even know that until today.
He's like wearing sunglasses. They put sunglasses on him.
Who?
Mingus. Was it called Reincarnations?
Yeah, Reincarnation.
Yeah.
It's from the same session of the one they released last time, the one with the blue cover?
Yeah, WCB had it and went over it in his video.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm going to watch that video later. I haven't watched it yet.
Did all of you pick up the new Yusef Lateef craft?
Not yet.
I did. Yeah, I got it.
It sounds incredible.
Oh, yeah.
You mean
I'm selling my
OJC?
original. I'm going to sell my original. Some
Really?
guy in Toronto offered me $400 for mine, so I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
Keep the craft. Craft is great.
I've listened to it 3 times. It is quite good.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if it's the same run of groove of the one step?
I don't. Well, here I'm gonna. Okay, let me tell you a secret I heard about that Yusef Lateef.
Secrets.
Okay.
And no one repeat this, you 150 people.
And the 2000 will watch it later.
Okay,
just between us.
I heard that the delay came from, without being very specific, RTI mishandling parts.
Oh.
And I heard that it might have had to been remastered. So my question is,
somebody's fired if that's the case.
No, forget about that. If it had to be remastered, then obviously they're different versions. The one you could get now and the original one that Kraft sent out for people who ordered it through the website.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the question I'm posing to people. Okay. If anyone cares or has the money, it'd be interesting to see if there is a difference between that original one that went out and the one you can get now.
Mm-hmm.
But don't
need the vinyl detective on this.
Yeah, don't repeat that story.
It sounds made up.
What? Oh, yes, it's made up that there could have been a manufactured problem.
Fake news.
Hold on. It's been already revealed that in the Bill Evans box, that's what had to be done on some of the titles.
Well, they had to.
Kevin Gray came in and
That was Spies from China.
Yeah.
You know who told me that story? Elliot Cruz. It was much longer than the version I thought.
you know about the balloon that came through the country. You know what they were doing.
Dropped the masters.
Yeah.
They were looking for the Molly Tuttle records.
I got a few records I can show if you'd like me to.
Good, Elliot. Absolutely.
All right. The first of them are from a record show I did last Sunday. You know the old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Well, I got this Monk album for like $5, Monk String, rough cover.
Is that lipstick on his collar?
Yeah, but the vinyl looked great. Vinyl looked really good, but
the 2i, is that 2i?
It was just a bad, rough cover. Played it before I got through the first song, and I cleaned it first. Before I got through the first song, there's a skip on it.
Oh.
But fortunately, I bought from the guy before at the record show. I know him, Tom, and I will carry it back to Tom and trade it for another record.
Yeah.
Tell Tom go to hell.
No, I won't do that. Tom's got me some good records here. Branford Marsalis, his first album, I believe, from '84, Scenes in the City. I really like that. Listened to this yesterday. Really like
Elliot. Elliot, do you recognize the tune off that Branford Marsalis covers that Mingus tune off the album I sent you?
I didn't realize that was.
That's
on
it.
there.
Scenes in the City. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
And you know who does the narration on that?
Vincent Price.
Wendell Pierce.
Oh, okay.
Wendell Pierce from The Wire, Jack Ryan.
Yep.
Him and Branford were classmates in high school.
You told us that one time, Mike, I believe, didn't you, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
On a live stream about that guy doing the narration, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Branford's playing out here next month.
Got a really good deal on these two on the Hoffman forums. I got Clifford Brown and my favorite artist, Art Blakey.
Yeah, that's a great record.
That's a great record.
Yeah, and got them, and they're mint. They're near mint, and got them for a really good price. So many of those guys just churn. They buy a record, listen to it a few times, and then sell it again. So I'm more than happy. Now from Tom that I got the Bad Monk record, I got Dizzy Gillespie Sextets. And this is
called, that like late 40s? Is that late 40s?
Groovin' High. The recordings are
young in that.
Yeah, from 1945, and one session's from 46.
Yeah,
I listened to this.
You can tell how high he is on the cover there.
But here's the coup de grace. I'm trying to think who. Lionel Hampton. That's who it was, I believe. Orchestra was touring Europe in '53, and he told the band members, they better not, on their off days or in the afternoons before their performances, they better not be going in there recording stuff. So of course everybody did. And so
I heard he was a big bastard.
Yeah,
I got all these.
He's not a good guy.
I like when people show bebop. There's not enough bebop.
Clifford Brown Sextet in Paris.
Yeah, and
it's got Gigi Grace and Henry Renaud. I'm not sure who Henry Renaud is. Or before I show that one, and then the quartet. Same time, same tour. And then the one I got Sunday at the record show, I think might finish that out. This is the Clifford Brown Big Band in Paris. And this has got Quincy Jones, Gigi Grice, and Quincy Jones is on here.
Again?
Yep, Art Farmer's on this one. And Big Band. And these are real good. I'll have to see if there's any more from these sessions, but
I enjoy this comment.
I like that.
I hope you guys watches the stream later. It's fun. Those are awesome. Those are awesome.
Okay. But I got the Memorial album near mint. But those are the records I got. So I'm real pleased with those jazz records.
Yeah. Mazzy, I've been listening to a lot of bebop lately. So is Mike. We listened to that Charlie Parker box. I listened to it 3 or 4 times. It's great.
Savoy one?
The Mercury one. I want the Savoy one. I don't have it, though.
Yeah.
But the Mercury one's really good, too.
Stuff's good.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see a good bebop one I just picked?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's in a great shape. It's 1531.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think Classic Series just put it out as well, right?
Yep, I have that. That one. They put out that one in the first of the miles, the 2 early 1500 miles.
Yeah.
That one was a much better record than the miles.
You can get
your name on the jazz bones, the Fats Felipe.
Okay, congratulations, Mazzy, on that. You can get that mid 70s twofer. I think it's all the Fats Navarro.
Yeah, but that's the Lexington.
Oh, in your face, Rob, not the twofer. It's
Norman, the loons, Norman.
Didn't Fats Navarro, his heart exploded in his chest?
I mean, if it exploded somewhere else, that'd be
better than like in his closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go put that Pete Jolly record in your closet, Mazzy?
So another really cool.
Hello.
Yeah.
I answered the question in the comments. Yes, it was the Raleigh Record Show. I sold at it and, of course, purchased at it as well. Raleigh Record Show, Greg Neal's tour.
Was that around the corner from Bug Tesla Bijou?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Raleigh's a big city, man. Raleigh's
for the screen.
Raleigh's where Barney goes to party. So, never forget that.
Yeah. So another cool one that I picked. This record is super cheap. I mean, if you guys like it, sounds great. It has a really great recording quality. It's good music. Das ist Jazz. It's a recording at the German Jazz Festival on the Decca. The Pink label is a promo. And it has a couple tracks by Utah Hip here.
Is that a hard one to get?
No, it's like less than $30, Rob. You can find it. And it sounds amazing.
Does anyone know that you're her biggest fan?
I don't know if I'm the biggest, but I do dig her, and I'm still trying to get those.
Felipe loves her.
Hey, y'all.
It's great playing.
the struggle is real. I got to go. I appreciate you letting me drop in for a minute. Everybody take care.
See you, buddy. And there's Hans Kohler, New Jazz Stars, the Rolf Cohen, Paul Kuhn Quartet. All those bands here, they're playing really good. And again, the recording quality for the age of this record, it's terrific.
Is that her in Germany or when she came here?
That's in Germany still around. There's also a box set of CDs. I don't think there's vinyl. I think the vinyl is like a reduced version of the CDs, like a C6 disc box.
Is that like early 60s?
No.
No, this is much earlier than that.
Oh yeah, no, it's 40s. Her early German recordings.
Got it.
His last record on Blue Note was 1530, so it's still a Lexington, and then he never recorded anything after that.
What did she do? Quit to be a seamstress or what?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a long.
Her history
it pays better to work in the Schmata district in New York.
I mean, her life was kind of pretty sad. I mean, she escaped from the war, her family, and they starved. She pretty much played for food back then, and she also suffered harassment from the managers, people that brought her into the U.S., and she was playing also just to make money and survive. Yeah. And once she found another job, she immediately quit playing because it just made her suffer.
Yeah, and supposedly the harassment is from a prominent jazz critic promoter.
Mm-hmm.
You can say his name. I'm sure he's dead now.
Leonard Feather.
Oh wow! Really?
Basically threatened to derail her career.
So the Harvey Weinstein of the jazz scene in the early in the 40s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. But this is a good record. It's amazing. I wasn't expecting to be that great sounding. It is, and the music is beautiful here. Late 40s, bebop, hard bop transition kind of period, and beautiful. I think I paid like 25 on this one, on this promo.
Nice.
It should cost you less than 30 for sure.
Nice.
And lastly, for this week, this guy Steven Shrink is an OG, and
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I have the Music Matters stereo. There's a mono pressing. Of course, the stereo is the real deal because it was on a stereo recording, but it sounds quite good in mono.
The Music Matters a different color?
Slightly, more on the pink side.
I think I have that. I
have that Music Matters of that.
Yeah, it's a terrific record. Compared to others, mono versus current Music Matters stereos, this is one of the best sounding monos I've heard so far.
Oh, I guess I know.
New York. Oh, it's 47 West. It's number 4058. Yes, still
4058.
Yeah. Be everything. This is a really good sound record, and I think Joe is right. Should be soon a classic series. There's a high demand for those Hank Mobley records.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really good one. Yeah.
Mazzy, are you scrolling Tinder?
Are you scrolling Tinder, Mazzy?
No, I was looking at I just got a notice from Ticketmaster, and I thought I had but I have no tickets. It was an old Bill Callahan thing.
Oh man.
Could be Grinder.
And that's the worst cover for scrolling Tinder I've ever
I've never used a dating app.
I have no tickets.
Yeah.
No, it's just an email from my gynecologist.
No, I got a thing that Gunna Bittersweet tour tickets are VIP now. What on sale?
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
You're really going all in on this.
Sound check. You have access to the sound check.
Do any of you guys get the Joshua Redman new album with the singer, the Gabrielle Cavassa?
Oh yeah, I picked it up back
newer.
Yeah.
Oh, she's great, Mike. Yeah.
I saw them. They were in Toronto February 2nd. I was at the show. It was so good. Like I had the album before the show, But after seeing her live, she's well, they're both incredible.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they did a cover of Coltrane's Alabama, which is on the album as well.
That was
Just I was like second row, center floors, and it was just like the place was. You could hear a pin drop. It was incredible. It was such a good show. That album is incredible.
She has an amazing voice, right?
Yeah.
She needs to send me my copy of her album. That's what she needs.
Yes.
Oh, you ordered it from her?
Yeah, like it's like over a month ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
I think she won the 2021 Sarah Vaughan Award, vocalist. Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah,
and Joshua, I've seen him multiple times in Toronto. He's incredible every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the whole concept of the whole album too. It's really good.
Yeah.
I got this week. I want to show it. Notes and Tons has shown this a couple times before, but so I ordered it from her on her website,
and she signed it
last week. And she signed it.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I see her all the time on Small's streams.
Yeah.
She also this is really cool. She also wrote a nice little note.
God damn.
I love stuff like that.
She really must have been bored when she was shipping that one out.
Yeah, you could scroll right up.
Or she likes her fans.
Yeah.
Mazzy.
Her fan.
Her fan. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good record.
And you know, on that thing, Mark Turner's on there.
Yeah.
Mark Turner is like I'd say my favorite. I guess I hate to say modern because he's been around since like the freaking 90s. But
what label is that?
Yeah, exactly. Cellar.
What?
The Cellar. That's Corey Weed's one of his other labels. He's got a jazz club. Is it in Toronto?
Yeah. And I think it's Vancouver, British Vancouver.
Okay. Other
it's not Toronto.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's the one that does those reel to reel. He owns reel to reel too. That does Record Store Day stuff.
Why do I take abuse of all your gallery people?
We love you, Matthew.
I know. Me too.
Do you guys ever go on?
Me too. Is that what you tell your dates on Tinder when they say?
No, Chris. After the date, he gets me too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, try not to use the term "me too" and dates at the same time.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I can handle myself.
Yes.
That's what she did.
You are acting like a fifth grader now, Mike. I know.
Speaking of fifth grade, there's a jazz subreddit.
That was the wrong
okay. Jazz. Have you guys?
I'm surprised Wax didn't.
Hey, Mazzy.
On that one,
Mazzy.
I did.
Oh, I missed it. What's
up, Louis?
Mm-hmm.
There's this. Do you guys ever go on Reddit for jazz stuff?
Not for jazz, but
I don't go on Reddit.
I know Mike probably knows about it. There's a jazz subreddit called Jazz Circle Jerk, and it's currently tearing itself apart. It's just the dumbest shit ever, but it's hilarious.
See, everyone thinks there's dumb shit only with quote the vinyl community. There's dumb shit everywhere.
No. But this is like a subreddit designed specifically for jazz people to be idiots, and it's like. I don't know. I'm scrolling while I'm watching you guys.
And we should all go check that out.
And they hate Tommy Flanagan more than anything in the world.
Oh, they're idiots then. They're definitely.
Oh man.
I don't know. Every other day that they organize in like brigade against certain users, and like I don't know. I just wondered if anybody else but me knows about this.
Okay.
Stupid.
This is the kind of I just got a notification because when I get a comment.
You're doubling down on Ticketron again.
This is the kind of thing when people waste their time. The notification on one of my videos, says, "Who the F are you and who cares what you think?" Why do you watch my videos?
Right, exactly. Mazzy, that was me.
Yeah. Damn you, Lastman. I was going to do it.
But why do people even bother, right? Like,
last minute, you go like this. Mazzy, I asked you not to read my comments out loud.
That's right.
I just don't know why people waste the time to comment like that or watch it.
You know what you just did, Mazzy? Everyone's going to go to your video and leave that same comment.
Well, you asked for it. I didn't say which video. You got 1,000 plus videos to find it.
We've only had a couple of really shitty comments. We have crappy comments that are just crappy, but whatever. But not
Especially when they say, "Well, that's your opinion." Well, no, I speak for
shit. No shit.
I speak
I'm
for the
fucking
planet.
making a video. Yeah, no shit. It's my
Just
opinion.
so everyone knows, everything I say on my channel is written by Mark Glassman.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh man,
I'm your ghostwriter.
Yep.
Yeah.
A.
You write his articles too for Jim's magazine?
A.
No, AI does that, Chris.
A.
Oh, okay, that's fair. A.
That's what Mark would write. Sorry, a Canadian joke.
Canadian joke. Yes.
We all don't say that, Mazzy.
I know you don't. You don't actually, but some of the
I don't think
guys-
I've ever said that. Yeah.
No, not you. Yeah.
Guys,
I
want to
started
see
saying
some
it when I got into hockey in the 90s, Mark.
Pardon?
So I started saying it when I got into
Oh,
hockey.
that's
back in the
disgusting.
90s.
I can't look at that cover.
I drank Molson Canadian and watched hockey for
I
like
don't like
5
that
years.
cover.
Oh, wow, you really got into it.
Ugh.
What the hell is that?
Is that an Italian horror
Is that
film?
the soundtrack to Deep Throat?
No, it's fucking Witch Throat Serpent.
Is it jazz?
Is that
Yeah,
jazz?
it's doom jazz.
Oh, cool.
Remember I was talking about these two I got today? I've been
It's
waiting
like
for
an
these for like 6
Italian
months.
horror soundtrack.
Yeah. Here's the
Huh.
other one. The other one's sick. Witch Throat Serpent.
Mm.
Can you show the other one again real quick? The one with the tongue? Oh, that's cool.
It's a snake coming out of a lady's mouth. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
let's do that again. What do we think about this?
Never gets old.
You know, careful, guys. I'm going to keep showing Pete Jolly if you keep.
Oh man,
Those are cool. I love the spider press.
Yeah, this is what my record's going to look like, but different
Yes,
colors.
I'll buy your record. I expect a promo copy though.
I'm not getting. I'm getting test pressings. I don't know. What I'm
do
gonna
a test pressing. Yes.
Louis, will you write a long note like that lady did to Chris?
Hey, Lou,
Yes.
can I share?
I'll just text me.
Anything? Can I share anything verbally about what you sent me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. I wanted to ask.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just that Louis sent me some demo stuff he's working on for his album, and it's really good. And that's all. I won't get into the details, but I was surprised the genre based on what I hear from you. It's a little more power poppy than I would have.
You made an assumption, right?
Now watch this, Glassman.
No, it was
Louis, you can take your nasty comments down now that Mazzy praised your work.
no, but you know what it is? You get an impression of someone by the music they show and what they talk about, and when you hear something, it was very. I loved it. It was great. But I just want to show this because this just came out today.
That's a weird segue.
You know management. Do you know
you were just a vehicle, Louis?
I know. I saw that. I saw it. I watched it happen like a car crash in slow motion.
Do you know management?
No.
MGMT.
Oh yeah.
Mazzy, nobody says that out like that.
MGMT.
I know. I mean, that's like REM, or I get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oracular
MGM,
Spectacular is amazing.
They have a new record out today. It's all.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they do.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
So I like them because they're kind of the modern Jellyfish. You would like them, Rob, if you like Jellyfish.
But hasn't Management been around for a while?
Yeah, they have. They've had 3 other records, I think. They've been around for a decade or 12 years. They're still around. Unlike Jellyfish, who imploded.
It wasn't that funny, CJ.
It was pretty funny.
Man, okay, MGMT, give me a fucking break. I like REM also. Yeah.
I like REM also.
What about
what are some other examples of that?
Ecstasy. Ecstasy.
Right.
I love ecstasy.
Yeah. Tough to say that a different way.
XTC. I mean, they named it because of ecstasy, but people call it XTC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Mike's been losing it all night.
Oh man,
it's great.
You are like a 5th grader. This is unusual.
Well, you know what? I had
laughing gas in the dentist's office today?
No, I had a stressful week. I had to deal with knuckleheads. Yeah.
You're really worried about your family coming home, aren't you?
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. I just a lot of knuckleheads this week.
Fucking me too, man. I did half of a day's worth of work, and then something. The guy, I turned it in. They're like, the guy's like, "This is great job," and he's like, "Oh wait, I was supposed to do this." I was like, what do you mean I was supposed to? He's like, oh, you weren't supposed to record this one. I was. So what the fuck? Like, he's just like, so now I have to do a different one. And he's just like, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't tell you.
Spectrum, yes, I love ABBA. Actually,
so is he just going to take your work and hand it in himself?
I love ABBA.
No, this is the dumbest shit happens all the time. Like, so I did the voiceover recording for a technical thing, right? Mm-hmm. This shit takes forever because until you try to read something perfectly, like you don't realize that you can't read very well and like then make it super fucking technical. Whatever. It takes a long time to do it right. And I was like, dude, just you can use my voice. I don't give a shit, because he had to slice demos into it or whatever. And he's like, no, they don't want two voices on there. I'm like, what the hell? Who gives a shit? So yeah,
Ron Marino wants a link, but I got to head out. I'm going to watch and listen. I'm not, I'm tired of Basil Smykel videos now, but I'm going to listen to you guys. Yeah. But if you can give John a link.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. I'll listen.
Coke. Later, Mazzy.
Later, Mazzy.
Like 10 minutes. I'm going to want to listen to some albums.
Tough shit, man. You're here for another hour.
Well, listen, boss.
Yeah.
Mazzy, how am I going to bust up?
So you don't have to bust up. You can just be nice to everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Man.
Where did Elliot go? Well, I guess I missed him leaving.
Yeah,
he did an Irish goodbye. He just left.
No, he announced himself.
I know.
That's been happening a lot lately, though. People just dipping. I guess that's fine.
Where's Mike tonight? Is he playing with his new turntable?
Who?
Mike.
Oh, no, he just ordered it today. I don't know when he's going to get it.
He got it already. Okay.
Hey, John, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
What have you been listening to, Lastman?
Hi. Good.
What have I been listening to?
I don't know, but whoever.
Oh, sorry. That's a lot. Sorry.
I did, but you got some stuff you want to talk about, John?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
Where am I?
Yeah, have you guys heard of this? You ever seen this record, The Aquarians?
No.
Okay, this is kind of like it is jazz. It's sorry, I think I'm getting an echo.
How about now? You better now?
I think I might have to turn something off here.
Okay.
We're not really hearing an echo.
Yeah, we don't hear an echo.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Okay. All right. So this is yeah, I got to do something here. I'm
just close the tab that has the YouTube stream open.
Right. Okay. 1 second. Sorry.
Oh shit!
Thanks a lot, Louie. You made him kick himself off.
Well, goddamn it! Like, it's not everybody's first day on the internet. Like, come on, we've done this before. Let's figure it out.
It's like you told him to hit Alt F4 or something, I did that when I was talking to a lady one time in an apartment complex. I was doing tech support, and she was driving me crazy. I was like, "Can you hit Alt F4? Let's try that out." And I knew it would close the window she was talking to me in. I was like, "Oh, no.
No."
The old F4 trick.
Yes. Hey, John, how's it now? You still got the echo?
Okay, now because I have a new Mac.
Nice.
I have a new Mac here, so I'm still learning how to use this damn.
All right. You want to show us that record again?
Okay, my problem is I'm hearing myself, and I'm trying to remove that.
All right. So, well, you can work on that. So, Lastman, what do you got some stuff? Do you want to talk about?
Not really. Let's keep the chat. I mean, if I show you what I've been listening to, it's not jazz. You guys will probably be surprised that I'm listening to this.
Dude.
All right, show us that Olivia Newton-John record.
Have you guys seen this?
Oh, cool. Yeah, Mazzy has that. Yeah.
It's really good. So this is it's all like really it's 80s, but it's like not like Duran Duran kind of stuff. It's like darker kind of 80s stuff, like electronic and that. And I think Mazzy showed it, and I had it in my basket for months, and then I finally bought it. It's amazing. Like I'm listening to this, I'm closing my eyes, I'm back in high school. Like it's really good music.
Who put that together?
Steve Wilson, the guy from he mastered all this stuff. He took all his favorite songs from the 80s, and he basically wanted to show that not all 80s music was cheesy crap. And he made it's a 5-record set.
Oh, so I've seen that. Who's on there? That's
sorry, 7-record set. It's got everything. It's got XTC, Pill, Ultravox, The Heat, just the 80s, more obscure 80s stuff. It's really good. And I went to buy it was like 200. Amazon Canada had it for it's always over $200. And then I had it in my basket. And then one day I got a message that it was down to like 140, so I grabbed it, which isn't bad for 7 LPs Canadian.
Yeah, I would like to get that for 140.
But it's really good.
That looks sweet.
There's a YouTube channel called New Retro Wave, and it just plays new artists that sound like that.
Okay.
And it's friggin' awesome. It's like, Lo-Fi Girl, like, or whatever you play in the background. It's one of those type of channels.
There are some good bands now that like have that, like Interpol, have that like that 80s sound. Like for me, like when I was at school, no one was listening to. I was listening to jazz since I was a kid, but no one at school was listening to jazz. This is the stuff people were listening to in school dances and things like that. So this has good memories for me. And when I saw it for that price, I couldn't resist, and I haven't stopped. It's been on my turntable for this whole week. It's been between jazz records. I've been putting these on.
That's really cool.
Good stuff.
Can I try this again?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can hear me. Good.
Yes.
And I don't have an echo. Great. Okay, so anyway, Jungle Grass. I'm sorry, the Aquarians is the album.
Wow, the record changed names.
Yeah, the Aquarians is the group. Jungle Grass is the title. I think this is from 1970. I'm not sure of the exact date. And the music's kind of like it is Latin. It's kind of Latin jazz. It's Brazilian in a way.
Where are they from, John?
Pardon?
Where are they from?
I believe. Okay, the leader is this guy's name is Vladimir Vasilyov. You ever heard of this guy?
Sounds Russian.
So, but he has Bobby Hutcherson on the album. He's got a Joe Pass on guitar. He's got a Francisco Alvea on congas. And it's good, kind of light jazz, a little Brazilian. Not a common record. You don't see this much. This is kind of rare in a way. It's like light jazz. So I like it. And I like the artwork too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I got that recently at Record Safari for like $15, which is really good. Another record I got this another Latin jazz record, Mucho Calor.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay.
Art Pepper's on that.
Yes, yeah. And you know what? Hey, Rob, I went to Arroyo Records. He posted a Miles Davis record on the Instagram for sale, $60. My Prince will come. Sunday, my Prince will come. So the picture looked great, and I claimed the record. And when I got there, it was not in good shape. It was just so I told him I'll pass, and this was on the wall, so I bought this instead. So
yeah, I picked up a record. Ooh, I didn't show it. That Freeman record. I showed it on my stream.
Okay.
So it had like a thing on it. He holds to his prices.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. When I told him I was going to pass him the record, he didn't look happy. So I bought the other record. So that was okay.
Yeah, he's like an overgrader kind of guy.
Yeah. Exactly. And this is a Vinyl Me Please I got from Record Safari.
Yeah.
Nothing rare, but it's a good record.
But that came out also, I think, Jazz Dispensary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a difference in sound quality? Do you know?
It's probably the same mastering.
Okay. Yeah. And this is a fun one I got. Hubert Laws. And I like this. This is what, 1966?
Isn't that his first album?
I think so. It's from 1966.
Who's on there?
Well, he's got some big names on this. Marty Banks, Jimmy Owens, Garnett Brown, Rogers Grant. And on timbales, he's got Carmelo Garcia and Victor Pantoja, the conguero. Victor Pantoja was Willie Bobo's conguero.
You're really showing off with your pronunciations, John.
But you know what? I like this a lot because he does Latin jazz on this. He does.
I didn't realize how big of a producer he was. I believe he produced his brother all the time. Right. And I was scrolling one night through like TikToks.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he produced like a top 40 hit song with his brother and his sister.
What song was that?
God, I don't even want to try and sing it because I'll pull it up. But it's a really good song.
Was
no,
that
please do try to sing it.
That'd be great.
Was that Deborah Laws?
Yeah, Deborah Laws.
Yeah, Very Special was a hit.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, please,
Yeah.
man. That was the jam back in the day.
Oh yeah,
you know what? And I didn't realize that the brother could sing so good. Does he really sing a lot?
I believe he sings on some of his own records. Ronnie Laws, right?
Ronnie Laws. It's a call and response kind of song, right?
Yeah, exactly.
She's a great singer, but I don't know if she ever really got bigger than that. You know,
that was her hit. Well, there's four of them. There's Hubert Laws, Ronnie Laws, Deborah Laws, and Eloise Laws.
Right.
And Eloise Laws, I have at least one or two of her records, and she's great because she's more soulful, kind of like jazz.
Mazzy, could you stop? You're embarrassing yourself. Hey, but you know, like last year, Herbert and Ronnie they played all of Sketches of Spain somewhere in LA.
Right,
they did a concert where they played the whole album.
You know what? I saw Ronnie Laws at the Rose Bowl about 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Were you watching a game together?
No, it was a concert. Yeah, so Ronnie Laws plays here in Pasadena sometimes. In fact, he played again at like a club here in Pasadena.
No, I think they live here and they play.
Okay, yeah,
they're not. I don't think they're horribly old, right?
No,
they got to be in their 70s, I think.
70s, yeah.
Ronnie Laws' biggest album was "Friends and Strangers," which is a beautiful album. You know, again, more soul jazz than it is jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Rob, can you imagine an office called Laws and Laws?
You know, that would be funny if it was 1985.
Steve, what would make that great is if it was a dentist office called Laws and Laws.
Yeah. Come on, dentists are more funny than lawyers.
True.
And it would have been funnier if you were on screen, Felipe.
This is an original. This has been reissued, right? I think this has been reissued.
What label is that on?
Blue Liberty, actually. It's a Blue Note.
So who's on there with him? Because out of all the organ guys, John Patton's my favorite.
Yeah, he's got Marvin Cabell, James Ulmer, guitar, John Patton, organ, of course, and Leroy Williams, drums.
Talk about, here's the negative comments I got. I talked about James Ulmer, and someone goes, James Ulmer's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But James Blood Ulmer, he's
right.
Yeah.
That's his full name.
Yeah.
I like this. It's a good album. I like this stuff.
All right. Nice.
And I got this at Sibylline Records. You know that record store?
Yeah. So I went there.
In LA?
Yeah, it's a very boutique-y place. Like each section is small. But I picked up that Joe Zabel record that's really good. That in the whatever was a doofy look on his face. It's a red cover. But their prices are not crazy.
Well, you know what? I think he's a little expensive, but once in a while you find something good for a good price. And you know what? If you get a few records, he'll give you a better price. You know, you just have to ask him.
Well, he's like an record show dealer guy.
Okay, yeah. It's a good cling store.
Yeah,
you know,
very boutiquey.
Right. But in fact, today he on Instagram he posted some Beatles UK records, but I'm sure he's going to be asking well over $100.
Yeah, he posted some rare ESP disc records last week. It's not crappy shit. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I hate the term curated, but it's a very curated store.
Who's got the ESP disc records, Rob?
Sibylline. It's a store in Pasadena.
Yeah, I reached out to them, but they didn't respond.
Yeah, it's a hop, skip, and jump away from John.
Yeah, Sibylline. Yeah, it's right there on.
Oh, John, I need to send you in there. I collect ESP disc.
Well, you know what? What's cool is where I live. I'm 15 minutes from Record Safari. I'm 5 minutes from Sibylline. 5 minutes from
John. They'll know where to find you.
I'm less than 10 minutes from PCC, so you know.
Okay.
And
when I was out there, I went to Glass House and I met Alex there.
Yeah.
But Record Safari is the better store, I think.
Yeah, he was getting ready to move. He was
Yeah.
just getting ready to move and start that shop.
Yeah. Okay.
I was there this morning. I talked with him for a while there.
Nice. Did you get anything good, Rob? Any good records?
Yeah, I got that Headhunters white label promo.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I saw that posted.
Yeah.
But there at 10:00, right?
Nope. There was an estate sale right near there where they showed some killer jazz records, but I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. and I went over there and they were gone. And I knew it wasn't a wasted trip. So I went there closer to 11. It was still there.
Right.
How do you find the estate sales these days?
There's a website that lists them, but it really feels that the marching orders of Goodwills now is they send all their records to a clearinghouse and they put them up on their auction site. It feels like estate sales are kind of drying up with the shit. So I just do better. I've forged such a good relationship with all the record stores that I find most of my good stuff there. But I do, and I guess online, but I feel like it's changing a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be another wave of those, though, as some of the older boomer folks.
Yeah, no. People need to start.
There's going to be another wave of good shit.
This is a plea of the universe. Everyone, you need to start dying. Okay.
Yes. I got a few records here today. If you guys want to see them.
Oh, for sure.
Before my phone.
They better be good because John just cleaned the house with what he just showed.
And I got more.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
So is that mono or stereo? I picked up a mono of that.
This is a mono.
Yeah.
1965 plum label.
Yeah.
$12.
Very cool.
That's less than I paid.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. So Repo Record here down the street from me. Steve that works there, he's got a friend, Gene. This guy, Gene, has a warehouse. And when I say warehouse, I mean large warehouse full of records in Charlotte. It's off limits to anybody. It's the stuff that he goes around the country collecting, and he sells to DJs. So he's selling to like DJ Jazzy Jeff, you name it, from Philly, all the guys in New York. This guy Gene, he's a crazy person. But some of his collection out of the warehouse ended up in Repo. Because I go in there and all of a sudden the used sections that had nothing were chock full of jazz, soul, funk. So that was one, and they had it all priced to go.
What city are you in? What city are you talking about?
In Charlotte.
Okay.
So so that was in there. I grabbed a Hugh Masekela I didn't have. This was $6, but he gave it to me for free at the counter. And then this one
awesome.
That's great. Well, this was $10, but it's not an original. I grabbed it as fast as I could and got out of there because
it's probably the Italian one, right?
It's actually a Barnaby.
Oh, okay.
So
those Barnaby sound good.
Yeah, they sound good. They're from the 70s.
It was just Candid just reissued that too.
Okay. Yeah. If it was a Candid original, I've seen them go up to $300 or something crazy.
$10 is a good price for that, though.
Yeah, I figured. This came in the mail from Greenville, South Carolina. Hadley Kallman, Iapetus. This is phenomenal record. It's got Louis Gasca on it. The thing that was cool about this one goes for quite a bit now, but it was $25 on the wall at Pharmacy, and it's a white label promo.
Oh, cool.
So that was
I like mainstream.
That was a good one to.
It's pretty awesome.
Get in the mail. There was some more stuff at Repo. This was an interesting one. Phil Woods.
Wow.
With the European Rhythm Machine. The lineup on this is ridiculous. So it's got Gordon Beck on piano from the UK, Henry Texier from France on bass, and Daniel Humer from Switzerland on drums. And Phil Woods, you don't usually associate with free jazz, but he gets free on this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's live in Germany, Frankfurt.
That's a great record. I have 3 or 4 of the
Rhythm Machine.
Yeah, the Rhythm Machine record. Yeah.
Yeah, Embryo. I'd never find anything on Embryo around here much.
I've found that one too randomly. It's the only one I've ever seen.
It was cheap.
I've seen it before. I just haven't picked it up.
Like $8 or something.
Yeah.
So
This
he's got all this
doesn't
stuff.
go for much.
There's another record I got. Hold on. What did I do with it?
Well, that's what's great about Phil Woods, Rob. I mean, his stuff's so good and it's so cheap.
There's a lot.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
In the soul section, I got 2 records out of the soul section. Here Comes Shuggy Otis.
Yeah.
Great
That's
album.
an original from 1970. This jams.
Yeah, I have that.
But this is some of the stuff that came out of that warehouse. There was another one too. Hold on. What did I do with this?
I think Shuggy Otis did 2 records, right? 2 or 3, maybe.
He's done more, but the first one, I have that first one.
Okay. Nice.
This is an OG, and it was, what did I pay for this? $8.
Wow. But
Wow,
you
that's a
know
good deal,
that
man.
Light in the Attic has been pressing them like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, the Betty Davis?
Yeah. All of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Dom sent me a reissue of this record. When I played it, I couldn't get into it at first, and I gave it to Digital Gramophone John as a gift. But I gotta spin this more and see what's up with this. I had to grab it for $8. It's an OG copy, mint record.
The current reissues are supposed to be very good, right, Rob?
Yeah, no, I have 1 or 2. And no, they're good. As good as Light in the Attic stuff is. Sometimes they're dirty. You have to clean them a lot.
But yeah, that's just kind of what's come in the door.
All right. Well, you know what? We have to plan a heist of this warehouse.
Oh, good.
Ooh,
Lord,
I like
man.
planning heists.
This dude, Gene, like I said, he supplies DJs with the DJs go to him for records.
Now, how old is Gene?
Oh, I don't think he's as old as I am. So he's probably in his 40s. I'd say he's in his 40s. He's not 50 yet. Or if he is, he looks.
How do you think he got this warehouse full of records?
He's always digging. He's a crate digger. He's always been a crate digger. Steve that works at Repo's a DJ, and so that's why they're friends. And Gene's been a DJ, but he got into the whole basically being the supplier for guys.
Cool. What kind of security do you think he has at the warehouse?
Oh, I'm sure he's watching this. You can see on his phone. His phone gives him an alert anytime a cat even goes near the place.
Those are the perfect guys to heist from.
Yeah. So wait, you're in.
So here's what we do: we get Mark Glassman to dress up like a lady.
So you're in Charlotte, but you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, Ditka God Bears.
It's got to be tough.
I got an entire egg clogged in my aorta.
No, I'm from Chicago, but I'm not a Bears fan. I don't.
Okay.
Well, I like punishment, but not that much.
Here's the reason I'm a Bears fan. I was the first Sunday I got to watch football, and I only watched that Sunday because of the Monday night beforehand was when Tony Dorsett went 99 yards for a touchdown, and that's the first time I ever saw football. I was sick. My mom let me stay up on a Monday night, and she said, "Oh, there's more football on Sunday," so I watch, and the Giants were playing the Bears. And Walter Payton went God on him for 200 and some yards. And they're interviewing Walter Payton after the game. And the interviewer's going, "How do you avoid all these tackles?" He goes, "Needles." And the guy's like, "What?" He goes, "Needles." He goes, "What do you mean needles?" He goes, "I look at every defender like they're trying to give me a tetanus shot." And I was getting shots at the time for allergies. And I was like, that's my guy. Plus, they had a. I was a kid. They had a fullback named Cap Bozo. Like, yeah, this is my team. Yeah. And so ever since.
That's a fantastic story. I love that.
That's a good story.
I watched.
But now I'm stuck with the most horrifying ownership in the history.
Oh, you're fucked, like completely.
Well, and now my phone's dying again, so I'll jump off. You guys keep keeping it real. You guys are the best.
Right on.
Oh, awesome, man. Thanks for stopping by.
Here.
I'm just okay.
Yeah, you're talking about me, Felipe, not you.
No.
I got this at Record Safari. It's kind of like a best of McCoy Tyner on Milestones.
Oh, turn it around. Is it hold up the right way?
Yeah.
So it's a twofer?
Yes. 2 LPs. You know what got my attention on this? He does some covers, like impressions. He does that, and he does Afro Blue, which is a classic song.
Is that if it has the 2 live albums, Atlantis and Entitlement? Those 2 albums are killer albums. Everyone should own those 2 albums.
Okay. Well, he does Ebony Queen, Native Song, Rebirth, Nema, Coltrane's Nema. But anyway, he does some good covers on it, so that's why I picked it. Only $8, so why not? Great condition. And this, I know you guys someone has mentioned this record before on Jazz Bums. Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh, I'm looking for that. That's Brandon would show that as his favorite record.
Yeah, I'm looking for that too.
Cool. I like this. I haven't had this on CD for the longest time. Commune Records had this, so
wow, that doesn't seem too over. I went in there the other day. His record prices were like insulting. Like I've never. No, I'm not joking. I went into that store, and it was like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
But that actually seems like that's what that record goes for.
Yeah, $23. And actually, I got 2 records. I got a break on the price. So there you go.
I was disgusted when I walked out of that store.
Settle down, good lord.
I know he is expensive. I agree, he's expensive. But I try to find the affordable records. Good,
No, but here's the deal: you don't want people walking out of your store with the 1 record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what? He's doing business.
Well, I don't know if he is, and it's a bad location if you're a record store. His rent has to be astronomical.
Yeah. Well, for my own sake, I like it there. I won't. Yeah, I've walked in there and left with nothing.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, you live there, dude. I have one record. I have to drive to every record store I go to.
Hey, Rob, did I mention that I live close to Record Safari? I live close to Sibling, to PCC. I live to Amoeba. Amoeba's 25 minutes from the house.
Here's the funny thing, John.
Yes.
You're retired, and I still beat you there for the records.
I know. Well, I know. I got stuff to do at the house. Yep. Well, again, you could arrive a little late sometimes at a store and still find good stuff.
I arrived I gave you an hour today.
I'm always going to be late.
I might go there tomorrow, but then there's the record show in Orange County on Sunday.
Are you going to that? Are you going?
Yeah, because I get him free with Jim, and he goes there to distribute papers.
Okay.
Plus, John,
yes,
we discovered the miracle of this Filipino bread. Is it star bread?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most amazing thing you've ever eaten.
Okay.
It's like
when you said miracle of Filipino, I thought for sure
miracle
it was
of this Filipino bread, star bread. It's like drenched in butter and sugar, and you can't stop eating them. They're like potato chips.
I thought you were going to talk about Madame Kamei's Filipino
is that
palace.
Is that your fuel? That's your gasoline?
Well, that's more about you, Louis, than it is about
me. That's great.
So you're about to tell us a story when you were in a Filipino prison, Louis?
Oh, I miss those days.
But if anyone comes to LA, and people can attest to this, and actually John can, because he's joined up with me. I drive everyone around to all the cool places.
Yeah.
There's no gate, whatever you call it. Mike.
Gatekeeping.
Mike all around. And then Lastman was supposed to come out here for some sort of seminar shit.
Yeah, I know, it got canceled.
But
next time there is one, I will come out.
Is Patrick coming down from Sacramento?
I don't. I'll let you know if he does.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless he says, "Keep John away from me."
Yeah. Well, I'll show up anyway.
What are you asking, Nicole? What is the average price of what? Of the tour I take people on? It's free.
It's free, but there's a hazing ritual that you have to go through.
Yes.
Bring Rob some bread, some Filipino bread, then he's okay.
I'm telling you, people, if you have that Filipino bread, you'll freak out.
Hey, Rob, you bring your bread, I'll bring a burrito.
Yeah, but see, that's not fair. Your wife cooks you like the most elaborate food.
Exactly. And I need the fuel.
Dude, I have 5 records for you, Tugga. See, Tugga has a pile.
Yeah, I have a pile too.
I have been working on it, but apparently I haven't gone through the hazing ritual yet.
Yeah.
If I show a record that I say I'm selling, be the first one to say I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
True.
What?
Yeah.
True,
What do
you have to be there.
Nicole,
You can do it via comments.
That's
too.
why I have Night in Tunisia.
True.
Well, I don't know. Patty, you seem like you might be disappointed by where I take you.
So I have the biggest pile of records in your house that's not yours?
Mike has a pile because I haven't gotten to it for a while. Now, which version is that, John?
Oh, well, I'll tell you. I'll show you something.
Oh, is there cocaine on it?
No. It's a white label
Oh,
promo.
white label promo. Nice.
Yeah. Well, is there a different version?
There is that. I mean, they've pressed that over the years. Yes. So there's many. But the one you could probably get is the Superior Viaduct, which I have. Is good.
Okay. But this should be an OG, right? I mean, if it's a white label.
No, that should be the best sounding one.
Okay.
Because it's technically a green label Warner Brothers. I have the Crossing, a green label, and it sounds amazing.
And I finally got a copy of this also at Record Safari. Got lucky on this.
Oh, that's Commune record. The price. Yeah, I have the Vinyl Me Please of that, John, that just came out.
Yeah. So I like the artwork. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
stuff.
The store is called Commune. The guy used to work for Jackpot in Portland, came down here to open a store. And John, you have to admit, those prices, I want to say they're like 35 to 40% above what they should be charging.
Okay, I got this at Record Safari.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I don't know.
Yeah, by the way, I left that there, and I'm not joking.
Oh, really? Well, you probably because you have a copy already.
I have the Vinyl Me Please.
You know what it is? I think sometimes I'll find something before you, and sometimes you find something for me. You know, I think is what happens.
Well, you know what? Go in the soul section. I saw a Ray Barbaro record in there.
Say that again, Rob.
Whatever his name is.
Ray Barretto?
Yeah, Ray Barretto.
Wait, which one was it?
It was probably one of his later ones that aren't that.
Was it a lady on the cover?
No, it was him like in a 3-piece suit.
At Record Safari, yeah.
Yeah, you got to look everywhere. People hide records there too.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I
had records all the time.
Rivals, you know, and after about an hour, I leave.
Hey, I'll show you. You didn't come here earlier, but I'll show you what I found in the dollar bin, John.
Okay.
I'll make my. I found this in the dollar bin.
What condition?
It has slight noise, but plays beautifully.
Wow, nice.
Sometimes we'll toss stuff in the dollar bin, and then here's this.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah. So I mean, you know, all the used stores do so well with turning over stuff. So it really is about timing.
It
you
is.
Go there.
When was the last time? When was the last time you went to Freak Beat Records?
2 days ago. I found some stuff there. I actually dropped off 2 boxes of records for him to look at.
Okay. All right.
But because I'm trying to clear out as much as I can.
Right. Yep.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
All right, take care, Mark.
Later.
Yeah, I took
come by more often, please.
Okay, well, thanks.
Yeah, I took sleep drugs. I'm gonna go too.
So here's another store, and John will agree with me on this. And Jim came around. That CD Trader is one of the worst stores in LA, and I'll tell you lots of reasons why. We didn't even take you there, Mike, did we? I don't think so.
No.
So this store's out in Tarzana. And if the guy lets you look at the records, first of all, open them up, but his bins are so packed tight, there's no pleasure in looking at records. Am I right, John?
You know what? I have not been there in years, in a long time.
And his records are overpriced slightly. It's a good sized store with a good probably collection of records. And if you buy CDs, it's probably the best store to buy CDs, and maybe next to Amoeba might be better. But the bins are like, you couldn't even put a piece of paper in between the records.
Right.
And they can't be good for the shelf life of the records.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to pull out records, Jeff. It should be a nice, pleasurable experience to flip through the records at a record store.
Hey, you know, the thing about Atomic Records is it's a good store, but they have so many boxes of records everywhere.
They're pricing all, and it's as lazy as they are. They did last week. They dropped a bunch, and that's when I found this. I found this, an OG copy of this, and it's awesome.
Send me the OG. You should keep the Japanese one. Right?
No, I'll send you. Japanese one sounds fine. It doesn't, Mike? You have a Japanese.
It sounds great.
Yeah. You'll be fine there, Chris.
You still owe me that mint Stevie Wonder 7-inch though. Like,
why don't you calm down, fella? When I find one, I'll send it to you because I always find them.
All right. Oh shit.
Okay, hold on. Here's Harry. John, you'll meet Harry because Harry's been around all the places.
Okay.
And he is a very smart person. CD Trader is not a pleasurable going experience.
Okay.
Is this like an ad for what you can buy behind the trash bins at CD Trader? Or
I don't even know if he puts stuff in the trash bins.
Yep.
This is a good.
Permanent records. Permanent records. Rob.
Permanent's okay.
Right.
The last time I went, his jazz section was like half the size it usually is.
Right. Okay. It's more rock, isn't it?
You know what? He's probably better to look at his Instagram and look at the records he posts there.
Okay.
From all indications, he's very big on undergrading.
Okay.
So, but the problem is he had a record on Instagram. I went in the store and he goes, "Oh, it's at home. It's not here."
Okay.
Needle Groove, I think the Atomic Wall is mainly for show. One time I went through some of the records looking at the quality of them.
Yeah, you know what? I've found some records cheaper, you know, what Atomic has on the wall, cheaper elsewhere.
Hey, Brooks, there's a store here called Atomic. There's no bomb in that store. Maybe some of the guys who buy there smell like they're about to.
Hey, you know what? You're right. Once I was in there and this guy just stunk. You're right.
Like of weed or just like body odor?
No, Jim should really come up here because there's a famous story of a guy who used to sell records to people and he just smelled like death.
Oh God!
You find them everywhere. At Amoeba, I had that situation where, yeah.
But you know, you're right, Nicole. If I had any sense in my head, but 60% of doing this is the fun of going looking for records.
Right. It is. Yep.
Damn, he's dead now. Look,
Singer, he's dead. Hey, Jim, you here's the thing about Jim and hanging around. He only has 7 stories. So God, pray for me because I've heard all of them multiple times. But Jim, come up and tell the smelling guy story. That's one of the better ones.
Oh God, that's funny.
Oh boy.
It's rough in the streets.
Well, yeah, but that's the great thing of living here. I think LA is not horrible to drive in if you choose the times you drive.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'd say I think location, John's in probably a pretty decent location, but you would say to get to the South Bay area is bad for you.
Right.
But I probably a half hour at the right time. I'm almost every place.
Well, you're on the west side, so the west side, you know, you're close to all the west side stores, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, if I drove down to far in towards Orange County,
yeah,
but I could be a half hour from you, you know.
Right.
It's all
but you're right. The timing. That's why I like to time my trips when I go to Atomic or Amoeba. Yeah, you time it. You know, you want to beat the traffic.
So Harry, Rockaway is not open to the public anymore. They only take appointments, and most of their business is very high-end people. So it's not like you can walk in there.
I don't like that appointment business. It's, you know, I don't want to make it.
Even if you did appointment, it's not like they're they're as big as Atomic. You know,
Right. I was there like 2 months ago. I bought the Beatles BBC album, which I didn't have.
You
So
made an appointment?
yeah, I called it in. Actually, it was kind of easy. I just called in, but I still don't like to have to call up to go to a store. That's stupid.
Well, what about people that go to Rodeo Drive and all that shit? They make appointments.
They're morons. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
There's a record I want to show. Since
Better
Rob
be-
already kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Is that his wedding photo?
No, check these dudes out. They look like total squares.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. Great fucking band, though. This is the fourth record of theirs that I've gotten. Nick Brignola plays on a bunch of the other shit, not on this one, but it's great. It's just bebop. It's like kind of, you know, eight guys playing bebop.
Yeah.
This is on Discovery. So they have where do they have this sealed, Rob? You said you saw this record?
On that website, that record label's website. Not, I don't know if it's not that one. It's the other one that you like.
Okay. Big Jake.
Hey, Chris, what model Marantz do you have there?
2270.
Nice.
Yeah, it was my dad's. I'm getting it fixed in a couple of months. Finally, I'm getting a bonus, hopefully, and
nice.
Get it rebuilt. Yeah. So I want to take it and then his dual turntable. I want to get that restored and.
Yep.
You've been talking about that for 2 years.
Well, I mean, he died 2 years ago, and I'm finally going to have some money to do it. So, you know, I'm going to do it.
How much is it going to cost to restore that?
I don't know. $1,200 probably for both of them.
Yeah, Patty. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Buy 2 copies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's like no brainer.
That's probably the best reissue of the year so far, right?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Although we're only 2 months in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's for this year. Yeah, it is for sure.
Because technically, Yusef Lateef is last year.
Yeah, I want to get a lot more of that J-Jazz shit. I really want to concentrate on the Japanese jazz stuff. It's so good, man. All those BBE records that I've gotten so far have been cool.
Yeah.
And they're pretty affordable at times. Like, you can get them on Amazon.
Yeah. They get that from the Canadian label Show Chris. That record is really good.
Which one?
I put it's from the same label from the Europena.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called Daguri. It's really good.
I'll definitely check it out.
That the booty.
Daguri.
No. Hey, Felipe, you're in Florida, correct?
Yes.
What are the stores in your area that are really good to visit?
So in Miami, there's actually a good number of stores. The ones that I go the most are Radioactive in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
There's also in Miami, there's a store called Techniques, which is really good too. But Lucky Records and the Wynwood, the Art District, that is really good. They have like really great selection in electronic hip hop, in Latin records. They're the best. I think in the area for Latin, they're the best. And my favorite store is called Found Sounds. They have a really cool Instagram page. It's like a really, really. He's got everything you can not possibly imagine. They have it. And I go there. I spend every weekend. I go there. I spend like 3-4 hours at the store. They have a radio show that they broadcast every Saturday afternoon.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a place.
Have you ever been on the show?
Yes, I played a couple times. I brought records and played. And Raf, the owner, he's really old school. He's DJing hip hop. He knows a lot of jazz obscurities. So I go there to discover stuff. That's where I listen to bands like Europena, for example. That's how I learned about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's awesome when you pass that stuff along to us and we get to get kick-ass records.
Yeah.
And then Rob always tries to take credit like he's the one that knew about the record, you know.
Yeah.
It's because I do.
Yeah.
Who buys from Dusty Groove? Who buys the most records from Dusty Groove?
I mean, it's not most.
They're still good, right? It's still good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're great.
I think they're good. Their price on new records
Mm-hmm.
is really good, especially kind of ones that most people don't carry.
Yeah,
they seem to get them first.
Right.
Yeah, they seem to carry almost everything.
Anybody ever been there in person?
I heard You know,
You
the
guys?
only person I know who would talk about them is Vance, Zap Pearl, and I don't remember him saying that the store itself was that great.
Okay, all right.
But I could be wrong.
I used to buy a lot of CDs from them. I haven't bought any vinyl or anything.
They're you know what? They pack their records the way records should be packed.
Right, right.
They're very good at shipping the records.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the big show is the next big show would be in Texas, right? In May?
What do you mean the
The
record
big
show?
record show. Big record show.
Yeah, well, I'm going down there mainly to hang out with people and eat barbecue.
I want to look into it. I should get down there. I'll be late, of course.
Rob's just coming so he can see me. That's the only reason he's really coming.
Are you gonna? Hey, Rob, are you driving or
coming.
flying?
I'm coming.
Are you gonna fly or drive?
I'm not mentally insane, John.
Dude, that's not a drive you want to make. Dude. That's an insane drive.
mean,
It's a 24 fucking hour drive.
That's like a 3-day drive, man.
Right,
I'm not
okay.
doing that.
Some people like to drive.
It's cheaper to fly.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I'll make it to the New York show this year for sure. It's going to be in November. I think they got the dates already.
I'm going to try to come to that too if I can possibly pull it off.
Yeah,
I'm never in New York. I've never been to New York, so that'd be cool.
I might come to that because I have a lot of time off, and I'll probably take it around.
Yeah.
Mike, Notes and Tones. I'm gonna be coming to New York randomly when Pearl Jam's there. So maybe we could go see a show at the Vanguard or something. That's really what I'd love to do. You're muted, by the way.
When's the date? Around what period of time?
It's like September, October.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It'd be sweet.
That's cool.
Where are they moving to, Jim? Record Collector News.
Yeah.
That Benny Maupin, what is it? Lotus and the Jewel or whatever?
Oh, that was fucking awesome. That was an awesome show.
Anybody have a copy of that?
Well,
actually, there is a copy on the wall at Atomic.
$90, I think.
Yeah, but it's being reissued. It's being reissued later in the year.
You know what? Many years ago, I had a copy of that record, and it just didn't work for me, and I sold it to Amoeba many years ago. And now I kind of wish I had it to give it another listen.
Yeah, but it's coming. They're reissuing it, so it'll be available.
Yeah, but knowing what it's going for now, so whatever. It is.
Felipe, are you going to get that record when it comes out? The reissue?
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't have the OG.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what? I think Benny Maupin might live in Altadena. I think.
Yeah, I mean, they're supposed to be playing the Headhunters reunion in August.
So wait a minute.
And tickets.
Oh, wait, hang on. We gotta teach John how to use his Mac. Can you? John, can you make a little heart like this with your hands? Can you make a little heart?
I don't think he has. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go like this. Maybe do it with one hand.
Well, I went like that, and I got the.
Well, that's not working.
Actually, go like this.
That doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
All right, I want to listen to a record before I crash. So
I think I'm gonna crash too.
Have a lovely evening.
Okay, great.
Oh,
thank you.
Take care.
Okay. Good night.
Later, guys.
That was quick.
Good night. Thank you.